up, everyone? Welcome back to Clash Royale League Asia 2019. We are here with Week 3, Day 2. I'm Paper Thin. That's Ending Life. It's Saturday, and it's Group B. I'm excited.
It is, and I understand why you're excited, because you guys have noticed on Thursday the update actually happened, and it changed a little bit the gameplay with the Dark Prince kind of coming into the meta, kind of replacing the Prince in a way, or just playing it with the double Prince. Either way, we've seen Group A with the updated patch. Now we get to see Group B. And Group B, as we always said, all of the games of Group B has been a lot more closer to each other, like close games going all the way to King of the Hill most of the time, except for that one time. So, yeah, Group B, I want to see how they play, what they bring to the table after the patch has happened.
Yeah, I mean, Group B is so stacked. There's so many good players in here, and we're just seeing a lot of, you know, back and forth between these teams. I mean, we saw Panos get upset a little bit last week, so I'm curious to see how they fare. Once again, they're going to be our last matchup of the day, I believe. So, you know, I'm really excited to see what's going to happen today. This is the current standings, guys. So Group A, you can see they played a few more games because they played on Thursday. Chaos Theory is on top right now, 3-0, and a big part of that is, of course, Benzer Rydell, and then the new 2v2 duo that they've been kind of running with JTV and Oh Yeah, really bringing them a lot of solid victories. So that's a very scary team. Panos second, OG and Entis third, Kingzone fourth, Kicks fifth, and Fob Gaming has not been their season so far.
Yeah, definitely not. And, you know, I do say that, you know, Group B has been a lot more closer compared to Group A. You can just see the numbers of, you know, the sets and the games as well. You know, first and last place of Group A and Group B. If you compare it, the numbers are slightly different, which means, you know, the first place team and the last place team, you know, either one team is owning hard and the other team is just getting owned harder, and that is actually on the side of Group A. But on the side of Group B, like we saw right there just now with the results, or, you know, results of the past 2.5 weeks, you know, Group B is definitely a lot closer. And you talk about, you know, our matchup today, Chaos Theory and OG and Entis. This is going to be very interesting because OG and Entis, they have been kind of swapping around players, putting this player on 2v2 and then pulling him back out for 1v1. That actually happened a couple times with TNT in the first 2 weeks. So I want to see if any changes have been made again this week.
Yeah, they're a team to keep your eye on for sure. They've run a bunch of different compositions and I'm not sure exactly what they have planned for us today. But first, this is Chaos Theory, of course. Benzer, undefeated in King of the Hill, 2-1 in his 1v1 sets. Just an absolute monster so far this season. Dexter's, JTV, and he's been him and JTV, man, they look really good in those 2v2s. That's a scary duo.
I have to reply to you by saying, oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. But yeah, like you said, in the first week, we had JTV and Dexter's for that 2v2. And unfortunately, it didn't go so well. And then right after, they swapped into, JTV and and they have been undefeated, like you said. But now on your screen, we do have OG and Entis from Korea, and we have Victor, TNT, Thunder, Dandelion, and one crown. I was going to say one crown. One crown.
No.
And we have seen everybody, all 5 players play at least once. I think even Dandelion
he played
once.
Yeah.
In the first or the second week. But however, like I said, all 5 players have been swapping in and out from 2v2s, 1v1s, King of the Hill. So I'm curious as to how the lineup is going to be, especially for the side of OG and Entis, because they're going up against such a strong team.
Yeah, I mean, you saw TNT and Thunder play well together.
Ooh,
okay, so it's going to be Thunder and one crown in the 2v2. JTV and Benzer versus TNT. Now that is one heck of a matchup right there. That is going to be a very good game.
Definitely. And last Saturday or Sunday, we did see the Benzer versus Legend on that 1v1. And I think this is going to be, as hype as that one, because TNT, he's from Korea, one of the well-known 1v1 players that we know from previously from Kingzone Dragon X, and now he's here in OGN, Entis going up against Benzer.
Yeah, TNT had that amazing prediction miner.
Yeah,
you remember that?
Yeah.
And they actually did a video. It's on the YouTube channel, guys. You can find the video. It's on the same YouTube channel that you're watching on right now. It is really interesting to listen to him talk about how he thought about the matchup and why he knew for sure that was going to happen. I mean, it's of course, but it was a really good video. I definitely recommend checking that out. It's got English subtitles too, so you can read it. Good stuff. But first up is the 2v2 here between and JTV. These guys are quite good, and each of their wins have been 2-1s, but they adapt well, and they have a good synergy going, I think. And then we get to see, if they win, then we get to see JTV get a piggyback ride from So I'm always down for that. They're a cute couple.
It kind of surprised me last time. Their celebration was to piggyback out. And it's very interesting. But here, we have Thunder and One Crown. Usually we're used to seeing Thunder and TNT because they've been going along together for a little while. But now, One Crown kind of coming out of the bench last week, coming into that 1v1s. Now he's moved to the 2v2 stage. We'll see if he'll be able to keep his record clean on the side of the losses, at least here in this 2v2 today.
He's a really strong player. I mean, he came into Clash Royale League Asia, definitely a highly touted player, and his overall played pretty well. I mean, he did win his 1v1 set against Donnie last week, so he's ready. He's a good player. He played a lot of 2v2 last year. Now, he didn't have a ton of success in it, but he did play it. But this, guys, will be game number 1 here. Chaos Theory versus OGN Entis. Well, the ban is Lava Hound and Tornado.
Yeah,
so you can see a lot of different stuff. Like we saw when Lava Hound was banned previously, we saw Balloon. Giant, that makes you think there's some princes coming.
Yep, there we go. But we are going to have that Lumberjack Balloon on the side of OGN Entis.
Yep, a Mega Minions for just a Mega Minion.
Oh,
Whoa.
no, really? Really? They're going to let that drop?
Whoa. That might have been a little bit of miscommunication there. Earthquake here to try to deal with that Inferno Tower. The E-Wizard just not quite able to get to that tower in time. So, OGN, good with the defense here.
Yeah, the Inferno Tower definitely is going to be critical, especially because the Giant, it's a tank, but it's not going to be as tanky as like a Golem or, a Lava Hound that, explodes into pups, which is banned. So, yeah, a Giant, So a bridge spam with the Giant Prince maybe work if OG Entis decides to kind of struggle a little, but that freeze, though.
Yeah, that's a great freeze. Buys them a lot of time. They don't even need to drop an Inferno Tower. Skeletons to distract while the Musketeers clean that up, the raged up Musketeer. So a rage spell as well from Chaos here. They aren't even using the Lumberjack. There's that Dark Prince that we've been talking about. He is very, very powerful now with that buff he got, but he will get swiped down by that Mega Minion.
Yep. We've been seeing a lot of the Dark Prince ever since Thursday. We'll be seeing more of him now, but we do have the Miner chipping down on the bottom left, and they're going to kind of ignore it for the time being.
Yeah, it looks like they're just trying to really get focused on making a push work. I mean, you know, that I think they've kind of given up on that left hand.
They definitely did.
Yeah.
The Earthquake, I don't know if there's a lightning or a zap to cancel that Infernal Tower. Yeah.
Yep, there's a zap to cancel it. So a poison as well. Gets a little bit of chip damage there from the poison, but they aren't able to find a way to get these pushes to work. The defense has been really strong here from OGN.
Yeah, you know, the offensive zap, I think, on the Infernal Tower is good, only if you're not frozen. And, you know, OGN Antis, they are doing a wonderful defensive freeze on that bridge with everybody just clumped up together, and the Miner will finish that bottom left Princess Tower.
Yep, not even needing to use any spells to get that done. Here comes the Baby Dragon to clean up those bats.
Ooh, they're going to do a split push right here.
Trying to get it through, trying to get something through.
Yeah. Get
some damage that just isn't from spells onto those towers. That Giant, once again, gets beat up in a snowball there to take down that Prince. So far, just mostly poison damage and earthquake damage.
And unfortunately, it's just a one-sided beatdown right now. It seems like JTV and Oye are admitting defeat here.
Yep, this is GG. OG and Entis taking the first game, looking very strong there. That initial balloon that got through was...
Oh yeah, that was huge.
Huge.
I think, you know, obviously now that we know the outcome, you know, obviously Chaos Theory, they should have committed a little bit more to defending that Lumberjack balloon. In a way, they definitely wanted, because they put down that Giant at the bottom right side, they wanted to kind of split, you know, defending and, you know,
it makes me wonder. Okay, so I think I know what happened here.
Yeah.
So down in the bottom left, you can see they had the Mega Minion out already.
Yeah.
And they had used the Prince. I think they just didn't have the Elixir.
The Elixir, yeah.
And then on the right-hand side, he might not have had, like, the Musketeer.
Yeah, in rotation.
In rotation.
Yeah.
So they just actually didn't have the right card available to stop that move.
Yeah, that's the most unfortunate situation. Like, we won't know what hands they actually, you know, started with. So, you know, we can only assume. But, yeah, if what you said is true, yeah, there was nothing else they could do. But either way, I think sometimes if a balloon is coming and you won't have enough to defend it from dropping at least one bomb, and even if you had dropped the Giant, it's my personal opinion, but it's best to just let the balloon just do the death damage instead of dropping the balloon, which means commit a little bit more to the left side, a little bit more defending, especially when it's a balloon.
Right.
You know, if it's like a golem coming or lava hound, maybe it's a different story.
Yeah, well, we're going to jump into the second game here. OGN Entis versus Chaos Theory. OGN takes game number 1. See if Chaos Theory can bounce back here. We haven't seen these two lose yet. Thunder and One Crown trying to take a set off of them for the first time.
Yep.
And we'll see. Both teams are content to wait right now. Okay, Ram Rider with a Lumberjack.
Ooh. All right, if that Lumberjack actually hit the Infernal Tower with the Ram Rider, it would have been better. It would have been better, but you know, this is not bad.
No, that's a decent little push they got going there. And just able to get that Ice Storm down in time in front of that Lumberjack. So yeah, they got a little bit of damage from the Miner, you know, like you were saying.
Yeah, I think that's a lot more than a little bit. 600 damage chipped away. But either way.
Fireball in there as well.
Yeah.
So that's, you know, another 200 damage on top of that, basically. So, all right, here we go. We're going to try this Ram Rider push again.
All right, here we go. The Lumberjack this time. Okay, it's going to drop the rage. The Miner is hitting not too much this time. I think it was definitely, well, better defended this time around on the side of OG and Entis.
But they still get a lot of damage from the lightning spell that comes onto there. Yeah. And yes, better defended definitely, but you know, right now it's advantage Chaos with those spells that they've got, able to use them offensively.
So basically, you know, a Miner and Ram Rider, they are just opting to just allow the Miner to just get like 2 to 3 swings. Ram Rider just 1 swing at least onto the Princess Tower. And if they continue to do that rotation, they will definitely get that Princess Tower down.
Yep.
We'll see if this fast cycle rotation on the side of Chaos Theory will actually allow them to come back here and tie it 1-1.
Yep, they're just going to let that Lumberjack run in there. Another Lumberjack to counter him. There is the Miner. Gets the benefit of that rage, and nothing really dropped yet. Finally, an Ice Wizard sent in. Here comes that Ram Rider push again. Everything on the side of OG and Entis.
Okay, ooh, nice giant snowball. That's going to slow things down. The Miner again.
And that gets the Lumberjack to get some swings in. That snowball was very well
The
placed.
Royal Giant here.
Royal Giant, okay.
Okay, Inferno.
Inferno. And Electric Wizard to slow it down as well. Had to use the Fireball defensively there. So the Royal Giant's getting some shots in.
Yeah.
A log as well.
Another one.
Wow.
All right, they have to cycle through. They don't have the Inferno Tower. They don't have the log to push it back.
Yep. It's just
oh
up
gosh,
to the
and it's raged.
And it's so close. 436 to 442. Is that? Oh, they just get it down in time. The Miner in there as well. Fireball to clean all that up. Another Miner sent to the back with the Snowball to follow it up right away.
Oh gosh.
Okay. Looks like Chaos Theory will take this. And we will go to a game number 3. Able to get those Miners to do some work after they get raged up because that Lumberjack just kept getting so close.
Yeah, and both of them, Chaos Theory and OG Entis, you know, the Miner on the side of Chaos Theory and the 2 Royal Giants on the side of OG Entis. If you notice, they were kind of staggering both of them. So they were staggering the Miners for OGN to kind of spell or units to put down to defend against one Miner. Then when the unit or the spell is used, they send the secondary Miner to do the rest of the damage. Same goes for OGN. You know, they were putting down one Royal Giant, take everything in, soak everything in, and then send the second one. And then actually, the second Royal Giant on the side of OG and Entis did a lot of damage. It tied it up like
Tons.
400 HP per.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it was like, finally, they were able to find a moment there. Because I was watching it, and the amount of elixir that OGN had to spend on defense was higher than, you know, the total cost of offense for Chaos Theory. So they were at a little bit of a disadvantage all the time. And I'd look and I'd see, okay, I'd be like, all right, Chaos Theory's push is over. Now does OGN, can they counterattack? And I saw the elixirs and they were still a little bit behind. And I'm like, oh, well then, no they cannot. So they were just on the back foot so much in this match.
Definitely. And, you know, the Ram Rider and the Miner cycle, I guess, in a way, cycling through and not giving OGN breathing room to kind of use their big Royal Giants when they wanted to is one of the reasons why they were able to get and cycle through to get that first Princess Tower down. Even though OGN, they did have a great comeback at one moment, but that was not enough.
Yeah, it was just not quite enough. I mean, it's hard to get those Royal Giants out there until, you know, double elixir time. And then, by then, you know, they had already done enough damage, you know, from those Miners, and the raged up Miners were really getting in there. So we'll see how they adapt. It was a timeout here from OGN. They really, really, really want to win this 2v2, and I understand. And they've got 34 seconds to think about it. I don't know. I don't know if they'll go back to the balloon. Maybe they'll try that again.
Yeah,
I can see that. I'm curious to see what Chaos Theory does, if they're going to stand pat with that Ram Rider deck, if they liked what they had going there.
Well, the thing is, if OGN goes back to the balloon and Chaos stays with the Ram Rider deck, the Ram Rider is just going to counter the balloon.
Yeah,
so
that's the problem.
I don't know what's going to happen here. OGN and Entis definitely needed that timeout. I hope they sorted things out because they definitely needed to, because, they can't go back to the balloon because they're going to think, oh, what if the Ram Rider's there?
Yep, that's a really good point. Yeah, because the Ram Rider just, if you could get it locked on the balloon, just it's completely, it's one of the better counters out there for it. So we'll see what they want to do here. The time is up, and that means it's time for game number 3, the deciding game of our first set here. OGN and Chaos Theory. Well, okay. Ice Spirit and Skeletons. Say hi. Give each other a hug.
Don't hug the Ice Spirit.
No, he wants to hug you. Okay.
Ooh, all right. They're going to switch things up. This time it's Chaos Theory going aggressive with the Royal Giant.
Double Lumberjacks on behind that. This Royal Giant gets one shot off.
Right.
Oh, but a Baby Dragon. Anything? Okay, Electric Wizard.
All right, so basically a Royal Giant getting a hit off, even with 2 Lumberjacks and an Inferno Tower being put down on the side of OGN. I think at the end of the day, Chaos Theory just got a better deal here.
Yeah, I think
Lumberjack hits twice.
Oh my gosh. That's no bueno.
Oh,
No.
The
bomb tower placement was wrong. The Royal Giant never even needed to shoot at it.
This is kind of like the first game where, you know, the balloon and the Lumberjack, where OGN sent just did a ton of damage where it shouldn't have. It's happening to OGN Enters now.
Yep. Well,
not a good start.
See if they can recover. Definitely doable. Getting set up for a push themselves, maybe. There's the Lumberjack and the Mega Minion, and Baby Dragon. It's Royal Giant again for them. Inferno Tower comes down, drags that Royal Giant away, and it does lock on, and they don't have an answer for it. No lightning or zap being used there.
We'll have to see. All right, there's the counterattack going. We have the E-Wiz and the Inferno Tower.
Yep, so Earthquake coming down here.
Ooh.
Yep, takes down that tower, and that is going to be a very dead Princess Tower.
Definitely, and look at how healthy Chaos Theory is on that side, but now this is a counter. They have to defend this well. We have the E-Wiz in the back.
They had to use a snowball to slow down that Royal Giant. There's not much defense.
Yeah, they're committed. Chaos Theory, they're low on Elixir right now, but yeah, they did defend it pretty well, I guess, just using through everything that they had.
But they can't have another situation like that happen. But they did. It looks like they just didn't have Inferno Tower available. Okay, so now Lightning just squared away.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Very good placement.
So I guess now Chaos Theory, they can either just keep defending, but if the chip damage comes through, it might eventually go down. So they might want to kind of, when they have a little bit of breathing time.
There just isn't enough. Yeah. There's not enough breathing time.
Yeah, there isn't.
This push has to work.
Oh, yeah, it does.
I just don't think they quite got it. Nope, the Royal Giant gets taken down. Snowball's in there to back everything out. A log, Vayne, not much to do here. It looks like it will be JTV, and oh yeah, continuing their winning streak, 3-0, 2v2s. Man,
3-0.
There it is.
There we go!
Yes!
We do have the piggyback exit.
All
but
right.
yeah, like you said, Paper did, these two, they are 3-0, but they always play 3 games. So I guess they need that 1 game to lose to kind of boost their, you know, brain and get their adrenaline flowing to finish the job. Because they've never 2-0'd in the 2v2s. Like you said, they always go to game 3. And today, once again, they started with the loss.
And each game is a different deck for them. Yeah. So they're not, you know, they're not pigeonholed into using just a certain style or a certain tactic. You know, they used in game 1 here where they lost, it was, you know, Giant and the Princes. Then game 2 was the Ram Rider, which is kind of, we haven't seen much Ram Rider in 2v2. We've seen some, but, and then in the last game, it was just the Royal Giant, and they just out-Royal Giant the Royal Giants. And that's, the Earthquake's a big part of that. Right.
And I think that big bomb tower misplace on the side of OG, that was critical.
That was,
that allowed the Royal Giant to just get like, I think 5 hits or something at least.
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah, it was just too much.
Yeah, you cannot have a Royal Giant doing that. 1 hit's okay. After that, it's like, I don't want that
like
much.
2 hits, yeah, if you kind of, you know, were low on elixirs, yeah, maybe 2 hits is still doable. But look at this one. Look at this one.
Yeah. This
Raised up Royal Giant.
Just going to town.
3,
hammering away.
4.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was
5.
Hits. Yeah,
oh
5 hits from. So basically, like I always like to kind of roughly refer to one of the Royal Giant hits as a fireball, right? Like roughly.
Yeah.
And
but if it's ranged, it's even more.
So it's like basically 5 fireballs just hit from 1 unit.
Oh yeah.
It's like, oh my gosh, you don't want that.
Yeah. It's a little bit more, that's what's scary about it. It's just crazy. So, we move on to the 1v1 set. It'll be TNT versus Benzer. Benzer has been really, really good this season. And TNT, he's usually playing a lot of 2v2 and has done well there. He has played in the King of the Hill, and he beat True Fast of King Zone and lost to Nuri. So we'll see. A lot has been touted about TNT. You know, he's claimed to be one of the better players.
Yep.
And of course, we'll see if he can show that here. And like they say on the screen here, Benzer 100% win rate with that Earthquake deck, that Earthquake Royal Hog deck. So we'll see if he brings that out. And yes, it is finally his turn. TNT, we'll see what he's got for us. I'm not sure if he's gonna play, you know, we're gonna see Prince Giant. That's what kick things off. Everybody's like, let's just rip this Band-Aid off now that Dark Prince is legit again. We're just going right for it. So we'll see how much of that we'll see. We've seen a lot of decks, at least I have, on the Grand Challenges where people are just substituting a Dark Prince into just various, you know, any kind of deck, really, Graveyard, Golem, you name it, there's Dark Prince in it. So we'll see what we got here today. Game number 1 between Benzer and TNT. Benzer, will you just use the Hog Rider? I don't know.
I don't know, but like every time, even last week when we saw Benzer versus Legend, you know, those two players are great players. TNT versus Benzer, these two players are also great players. So whenever these kind of matchups come up, it's like I'm so excited. I don't want to predict who wins because I'll be happy for either one of them to win and show us a good matchup here.
Yeah.
And we do both have a Bandit deck here.
Yep, 2 Bandits coming out, an E-Wizard up top here for TNT. Makes you think like it's going to be a P.E.K.K.A. or possibly a Mega Knight. Yep,
okay,
Ram Rider. There's that Dark Prince. So that could be a lot of different things with the Dark Prince because it's just literally people are just swapping it into everything.
Yeah. And the Bandit Ram Rider, it could be a P.E.K.K.A., it could be a Mega Knight, it could be anything on the side of Benzer as well. The big unit, like we won't know until it comes out. But either way, the Dark Prince just coming out now a lot more. It's just, I guess he needed a little bit of a buff, but it could have been a huge buff, I guess.
It's a nice little buff. We'll see how it plays out over time. I mean, you see this a lot when a card gets buffed, kind of becomes really popular for a little while, and then things kind of stabilize. Yeah. So we'll see. I think we're going to see more Electric Wizard in general because of the prominence of these. So there's the Battle Ram. Yeah. Gets stopped early. And the snare.
Ooh, nice snares.
From the Ram Rider.
Snares.
Keep everything off.
There we go. Is the Ram Rider going to get, gotta get rid of the shield. No shield for the Dark Prince.
Yep, you can see it on the ground there. Electric Wizard is a good counter to the Princes because he slows down those. He doesn't slow, he stops the charges. Poison does clean up an Electric Wizard though. There's that P.E.K.K.A.
There's the P.E.K.K.A.
Yep, I wouldn't be surprised if we see another one. There it is.
There it is. We do have the double P.E.K.K.A. on either side.
Yep, so the biggest difference is the Ram Rider instead of the Battle Ram, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's going to be our biggest change. And of course, a Baby Dragon instead of a Dark Prince. There's the Poison. You kind of expected that from Benzer here.
That is the best Poison that he could have done here in this game so far.
That is so much value. So much out of that Poison. Yeah, this E-Wiz and this Bandit will clean this up. So just trying to find a way to get in on offense again.
Oh, the Bandit gets a charge!
Oh my gosh, the dash damage. You cannot have that. That's crazy. Okay, so slight advantage Benzer right now.
Yeah, this is going to be the same case scenario here on the side of TNT. He goes there, 3 units come down, Poison maybe dropped, but maybe this time around, since the E-Wiz is put down a little bit on the side, he's just going to bar barrel away instead of poisoning.
Great placement with that E-Wiz to prevent it from getting poisoned. That forces the Battle Ram. Oh my gosh. And a defensive P.E.K.K.A. here. And
look at the 2 barbs just going at it.
There's just too much going on here. Benzer overwhelmed.
Yeah. That was definitely a good diversion on the side of TNT, kind of defending the left side as well as going offensive on the right side because he knows the P.E.K.K.A. is there and he's going to just defend everything.
Okay, Ram Rider does not get through. No poison here either. Opting to save his elixir, just use Baby Dragon to deal with this push here, but good minion timing, very good minion placement and timing, so that the Baby Dragon wouldn't lock on.
Oh, the Bandit on the right side.
just walked away.
Yeah,
they're gonna let the dash, a snowball to push it back. It's gonna get another hit. Oh, just one more in. So that's not too bad.
Ooh, E-Wiz gets rid of the Dark Prince's shield, and then the P.E.K.K.A. just That was lovely timing.
Yep. Ewiz is a good counter to the Ram Rider as well. Here comes another push with that Battle Ram.
Oh,
Snowball. Yep. Okay, so looks like. Oh, but on the left there, that Ewiz did get a shot in.
The dash as well on the side of TNT.
So
So
Benzer,
now,
yeah.
So now, if you see the Princess Tower, TNT has done a lot more.
Yep. We still have another minute 30, so if Benzer can find a way to get a push to get going. But it looks like the ability for TNT to change lanes is working a little bit in his favor here, because he's able to get that Battle Ram out a little cheaper than the Ram Rider. So I think that's a big part of what's going on here for Benzer. He's having to use a lot of Elixir to defend different directions and isn't able to get anything focused onto one side.
Exactly. And now the Bandit dash on the left is going to connect. Oh gosh, all these Bandit connects and that one Battle Ram connect on the bottom right is just huge for TNT.
Yeah, he knows he just needs to get one push in, Benzer, to try to win. And he's just going to let it go because he's way enough ahead that he can afford to save up the Elixir and take a little bit of damage.
And now they both know that it's a giant snowball and the poison. So as long as, especially on the side of TNT, he knows he's ahead in damage. So even if it does go down to a tiebreaker where it's 0 seconds, he can just spell it to it right now.
Yep, he can just be patient, play defense. If he plays good defense, he doesn't even need to use a spell.
Look at the Ewiz split.
Yep. Uh-oh. Bottom right.
Oh, it landed.
Oh, the Ram Rider gets through on the top, though.
Okay.
It gets a couple hits in. He just needs a little bit more damage. The poison's coming down.
Yeah, they're both going to go for it.
This
but
looks
obviously
like it's going to be TNT who gets it. Just barely, though. Benzer almost came back there. Woo.
All right, well, this was definitely a back-and-forth game. Benzer had the advantage in the early game. TNT landed that Battle Ram charge on the bottom right at the beginning with that split push. That started everything. It started to make Benzer worry because now TNT, after that Battle Ram landing and 2 barbs hitting, I think 2 to 3 hits before that Ewiz came down to defend it, just got that bottom right Princess Tower down so much, opening a new door for TNT to kind of go up against Benzer.
Yeah, and once he figured out his Ewiz placement, all of a sudden you can't use that poison to wipe out the Ewiz, and then then you're in a lot of trouble. Not to mention your secondary win condition, right? It's your primary win condition. The Battle Ram is cheaper than the Ram Rider for the other side, so you're kind of in a bit of a pickle if you're Benzer. He still almost got this to work, though.
Yeah.
Great giant snowball. And then on the top right, you can see there was a bandit going to town up there, but the poison able to secure the victory for TNT there. So really, really good. That was a really, really close game.
That was super close. I think Benzer was surprised when that Battle Ram hit, because I was thinking all right, so we have all the defensive units down on the bottom right. It's probably going to break. Maybe a barb could get a swing or something. But that Battle Ram landing and both the barbs getting 1 to 2 swings was huge. And I think that just changed the game. And for Benzer, unfortunately, he wanted the Battle Ram to break out before it landed, but I guess the calculation or even the timing of the units being put down was a little bit late, maybe 0.1 second late.
Yeah, but that's all it takes. That's the crazy part about Clash Royale is your timing has to be so good on when you're putting your units down, and where, of course, is extremely the positioning, as we saw there with that Electric Wizard, very, very important. All right, so we took a timeout. Benzer wanted to think things over, and we'll see what we got for game number 2. Will Benzer go back into his Hog Rider Earthquake undefeated? We tap into that well. I don't know. He is ready, though. The game is ready. I'm ready. Ending's ready. Game number 2. TNT on the top in the red. Benzer in the blue on the bottom. This is a big moment here if TNT gets this win. It will be King of the Hill time. All right, so.
Yeah, so I was wondering why we're not seeing any miners because the tornado is banned.
Yes.
Now we finally do see it.
Yes, Inferno Tower is banned as well. We should probably talk about that a little bit. That opens up a lot of possibilities. That's why you saw P.E.K.K.A. You're probably going to see heavier decks in general. Right now, it's kind of feeling like, okay, Mega Minion, that's a little different than last time, so maybe not quite the same thing here from TNT.
Ooh, we do see a Lumberjack.
Lumberjack. So could be a lot of different things. Could be Royal Giant, could be Golem. We don't know for sure yet. Lava, okay.
Because now, like we said, heavier decks should be coming out.
Yep.
And TNT is going for that the Dark Prince Giant deck here.
Ooh, good.
Okay.
Snowball there to reset that beam. So
this
that
is
is
huge.
I
think it's down.
It's
not even allowed. It's going down.
Yeah, the shield is still up. Yeah, it's going down. Now he's got to make this top left or top right push work. Yeah, and TNT has tons of elixir to defend here, so we'll see how this gets through.
Well, unfortunately, he's going to try to cycle through to the Giant Snowball because he already used it. There we go. Ewiz doing the split, but that bar barrel.
Yeah, no, okay, so they trade.
All right, well, there we go. The miner.
Yep. Oh, he really wants this King Tower. He's got it. They're the pups. Okay, Fireball. Deal with those. That's
still
a lot of damage. Yeah, it was good.
Still a lot of damage. But if you notice, now Benzer on the Princess Tower, TNT has done more damage. But the King Tower, so it's going to be Benzer trying to go maybe for the King Tower, depending on the situation, like this, putting the Lava Hound on the right side.
Yeah, it looks like he wants to just go for the King.
Yeah.
And
TNT
I
guess
says,
he
okay.
has to, yeah, he has to go for the King as well now.
Okay, he wanted to get the Prince out in front. Nice placement there to drag the Prince back, so the Inferno Dragon locks onto the Giant first. That's really critical in that moment.
But Benzer, he's using everything. Bar Barrel, the Miner, everything. He's cycling through, but now
it's only got a couple hits, so if he can make this top right push work with his Lava Hound, another Lava Hound just right in the pocket. So he's like, nope, all right, I got to go for the Princess Tower. This King Tower thing isn't really working out right now. Oh, like, well, there's still quite a few pups up there, though.
What? 800, 700, 600.
That's a lot of damage. There's only 309 left on there. Is this another spell in the back for Benzer? He's just going to do it. Wowzers.
All right, well, see, the thing is, we saw the double Prince Giant. And, yeah, TNT had some air defense. But when you commit into that double Prince Giant on the bottom left, and the Lava Hound is just slowly creeping on your King Tower, what air defense are you gonna have if Benzer starts stacking everything on the right?
Right. You know, you've got the Electric Wizard, you've got a Mega Minion, and you've got Fireball and Giant Snowball.
Yeah.
And that, you know, it sounds like on paper that it should be enough, but it just, I'm not exactly sure.
Well, that Giant Snowball, like the cheap spell to kind of negate the Inferno Dragon to, you know, buy time for the Dark Prince and the Giant to finish that tower was great.
Yeah.
Look at this. This is what happens when you commit on one side with all your strong or expensive ground units. You're not going to have any air defense. Look at it. We only have the Mega Minion and the Eaters.
Yeah.
And everything else is just, you know, Giant Snowball and Fireball is not going to be enough.
Yeah, he just doesn't have the right defense for it there against the Lava Hound. You're right. And now that I think about it, he's got to save the Fireball for when the Lava Hound splits into the pups. And he had already used the Ewiz and the Mega Minion, so that's it.
Yeah.
And you got the Snowball, but with that, you're not going to use that on a Lava Hound.
So basically, I think like the Fireball, there was one time where TNT used it well, I guess, with the Baby Dragon and the Puff. So you have to try to get the most out of that Fireball. You can't just throw it away.
Exactly. All right, game number 3. Match point here. If Chaos Theory can win, if Benzer can take another game off of TNT, it will keep Chaos Theory undefeated.
Mortar
right out the gate here
for Benzer. Oh
gosh,
where's the Miner? Miner should be coming soon too.
He loves the Mortar. We've seen a lot of it from him, but great defense here from TNT. Musketeer and a Snowball.
Goblin Gang and Spirit Goblin here. Mortar Miner, probably for Benzer.
Most likely.
Yeah. There we go. All right, so Benzer going back to one of his old kind of.
Yeah, saw a lot early on in the season he played
this comfort zone deck, I guess.
Yep, okay. This might be an Expo up on the top. Maybe. Not exactly sure yet. Could be. A lot of times you see.
Watch it be an expert on a Tesla. Like the last two cars.
Nope,
oh, okay, it's not.
Okay, so
it's not going to be it.
Okay.
But either way, we do have the motor. Kind of delay everything. Both of these players are playing their heart out. They both are probably playing something that they are very comfortable with. Trying to get as much defense on air and ground.
Right.
This time around, not to commit because this is the last game of set 2.
Yeah, this is it. Not much damage being done. Just a couple spears getting chucked.
Ooh.
And that's good. Good minor placement there. Ice Golem continues forward here. And the Ice Spirit used to take out the Spear Goblins. Rascals, of course. The staple in these mortar decks.
Ooh, right when the Ice Golem dies, the mortar is put down.
Okay, and the Lumberjack too fast for those mortar rocks. There's the Barb Barrel here.
Too fast.
Onto that. Okay, it's locked onto the Musketeer on the left. Will it get a shot off? No. It goes down.
All right, unfortunately, no mortar hits yet connected to the Princess Tower. So now it's just super slow. They are just rotating around, trying to find out their right cycle here. Then there we go with the balloon.
Oh, Minion Horde. Oh,
and the mortar.
The mortar having to be used defensively there.
Wow.
To slow down one minion survives. The hero. More Benzer there. All right, here we go.
Right away, Ice Golem.
Yep.
The Ice Golem balloon.
Immediately.
Go through. It's going to go through.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
It does, but you got that miner up in the top right. The balloon as well is going to buy that miner a lot of time. So right
the
now,
giant snowball, yeah.
Benzer just ever so slightly ahead. Okay, here comes the Lumberjack. Push. Get those rascals in there. Use the miner to drag things over. That should be successful defense here. And it has locked onto the tower. It goes down and gets a shot off.
Yeah, definitely it's a good defense, I guess, mortar. Like 2 for 1. You get 1 shot on the Princess Tower and pull the balloon away. But the death damage still goes in. And here we go. He rotated around through the Ice Golem balloon with the Musketeer in the back.
Here comes the Minion Horde.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, he had to save that snowball this time.
But the death damage is definitely going in again.
Yep.
But if you notice, the miner landing on the top right is definitely doing a lot more work compared to the death damage of the balloon. But if the balloon connects just once, somehow, just once, it is a possibility where TNT could pull this off.
Yeah, he's just got to get that one drop in, and it would be good. A Lumberjack to deal with that. Yep, this giant snowball will push the balloon back, and it does still get the death damage.
Yeah, but the death damage is definitely not better compared to the miner that's been landing here.
That Rascal Boy got quite a few hits up at the top left. All right, so defensive miner, really good defense here from Benzer so far on these balloons. Not much getting through there as a miner, but great Lumberjack placement that time by TNT. A huge play there.
Yeah, that definitely bought him one turn, I guess, in a way to try for another death damage on that with that balloon, because he was definitely behind. But now after that Lumberjack placement, defending that, not allowing the miner to do any damage that time around, definitely has bought him time.
This Rascal Boy's getting in there up on the top again, though. Miner this time in the corner once again. Great Lumberjack placement. TNT playing spectacular defense.
Oh my gosh, the predictions, the placements
are just so. Both of these players playing so well right now. These mortar placements are fantastic because they're keeping the death damage from the balloon away from his towers.
Oh, but this time around, it looks... Okay, there we go.
He is snowball there. Yep. So he's... okay.
I think that's got to connect, though.
Yeah, death damage will connect. That is A-okay.
Super close.
Yeah.
Super close. 200 behind, but he's going to continue. Okay, mortar. All right, if that mortar locks onto the... Okay, it's going to lock onto the Musketeer.
Ice Spirit. But that's
not
enough.
Look at the top right.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no!
It's so close.
Oh my god, the Spear Goblins. I think it's over.
Just a giant snowball. There it goes. Or another hit. We'll do it. Benzer takes it. And Chaos Theory remains undefeated off spectacular comebacks.
Yeah.
They lost the first game of each set. And they were able to come back both times. This guy, Benzer, one of the best in the world, If not, you could maybe say he might be the best in the world right now.
Yeah.
This guy, if you look on some of the leaderboards, he's always up at the very top of not just like the regular ladder, right, but also when they do like global challenges and that kind of thing. He's always up there. He had like 38 wins in the last one before he got his 6 or 5 losses, whatever it is. He's crazy good.
Yeah. And, you know, he's proving this on the grand challenges and even in offline tournaments here with everybody playing in the same condition, same environment, same kind of decks here. And it's just he's going up against the best of the best in the world, and he's still coming out on top. And like you said, it's funny to see both 2v2s and 1v1 on Chaos Theory. Starts with a loss and goes in a two-win streak here.
Yeah, it's crazy. And all the credit in the world to TNT.
Yeah.
He played really, really well. I mean, his placements were great. His adaptiveness was great. The way he kind of changed things up, you know, to keep things in his favor sometimes was great. But just was too little, too late for him. And that is it. That is 4-0 for Chaos Theory. They remain our top dog here in Group B. Guys, we need to take a break. Up next is Kings versus Kingzone Dragon X. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everybody. This is Clash Royale League Asia. We're moving on to match number 2 of the day, the 23rd match of the 2019 season. We saw Chaos Theory get it done once again against OGN, but we're moving on now. Kicks versus Kingzone Dragon X. What do we think, Ending? How do we feel about this one?
Well, I think compared to our matchups today, all three matchups that we have today, this matchup, Kicks versus Kingzone, could be the closest matchup that we have on paper, at least, because they are in the middle of the pack together. So now, you know, the winner of today is definitely going to be moving up one step in the ladder. So we'll see what happens here.
Right. And this is Kicks. You can see here Onion, Meat 24, Malentine, Legend, Lampo, and Dios Stitch. It's been a lot of Legend in the 1v1, and not much else from them so far this season. They really like this guy.
Yep.
He's very, very good, but it hasn't always been amazing for him. I think he's 1-1, right?
Yeah.
In the 2v2s?
Yeah, he has had some great games also. He has had some defeats as well, especially the one I was talking about last time where Benzer versus Legend, and Legend decided to stay with the same deck, the same P.E.K.K.A deck for all 3 rounds. It was kind of questionable, but I guess he had something in his mind. But on the other hand, we do have Kingzone Dragon X from Korea. We have Alpha, July, Nuri, and TrueFast as you know it. July, the only old school Kingzone man, and everybody else is the new member here.
Yep, they've played relatively well, even though they're 1-2. I've been pretty impressed with this team. I mean, they've gone to King of the Hill both times, you know, or I think, was it all 3 times? I think all 3. Yes, all 3 times they have gone to King of the Hill. So it isn't like they're not strong. They just can't seem to find a way to win those King of the Hills. But here we go. Here's our matchups. It'll be Dio Stitch and Malentine versus Alpha and Nuri. And then it'll be Legend versus TrueFast here. That should be a good one.
Yeah.
That should be a really good one. TrueFast, he's played the 1v1s 1 time, and he won. He is the only person who's beat Benzer.
Oh, yeah.
So this guy can get it done.
Yeah, he definitely could. He has beaten Benzer. He's only played the 1v1 once when he went up against Benzer to win, but he has played a lot of the rounds in King of the Hill and did pretty well, getting that 1 win at least to kind of go to the next opponent. So we'll see. Both of these guys, Legend and TrueFast, as you say, are good. And look at the bans. We have the Lumberjack ban and the Tornado ban for the 2v2s. Not uncommon, but the P.E.K.K.A and the Dark Prince ban.
Oh, we were going to talk about that. We are going to talk about that for sure when we get there. We got to go through some 2v2 action first, though. Lumberjack banned because it's just so darn good in 2v2. You see it in just about every deck, every type of deck. And so basically when this happens, what we see a lot of teams do is just replace it with the Rage spell.
Yep.
Because you need that speed, you know, buff to get cards in, whether it be a balloon, you know, a Royal Giant, that kind of thing. It might make you think, you know, it doesn't really matter because you just replace it with Rage is what most teams end up doing. So it's kind of a whatever. Anything's possible.
Definitely. And, you know, the Lumberjack ban, it makes sense because if you just saw, even just out of these 4 players that are playing right now, 4 out of 3 have their most card, and it includes the Lumberjack. And the Lumberjack being banned definitely is going to create, well, it's not going to create big problems because then now, like, you know, these guys are used to getting one of their critical cards being banned and kind of replacing it, like you said, with the Rage or something. But now the Tornado is also banned, so you know, we're going to see a lot of minors, I guess, once again.
Usually we end up seeing minors.
Yeah.
It's a pretty common card. This is game number 1 between Kicks and Kingzone Dragon X. I mean, it's just Tornado. It's almost weird when it's not banned in 2v2 because then people have to be like, you know, if you do have minor, you have to be really careful with where you place it. Okay, Skeleton Barrel, right?
Minor Skull Barrel.
Yep. Okay, so a baby dragon here defending on the Skell Barrel. A mini P.E.K.K.A. to clean up. A few hits, though, from those skeletons. So a little bit of damage.
Not so bad. It could have done more, but the mini P.E.K.K.A. obviously is going to get rid of that miner quickly.
Yep.
There we go, another one.
Ice Wizard of Poison coming down here.
That's an offensive poison here.
Yep.
So, gonna do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
E-Wiz this time, not the mini P.E.K.K.A. So they're gonna swap around. We have the mini P.E.K.K.A, E-Wiz to defend it, but look at this.
Yep.
Look at this push.
There it is. There's the Rage spell to try and get those in. That is good Barbarian placement there. That will take out the big guys. They go down. They don't even get a shot in.
Nope. Not even one. The giant skeleton is not going to even get close to getting his death damage.
Good mini P.E.K.K.A. placement there. Makes it so the miner does not get any swipes in. Whoa, a little early on that snowball. That's a mistake.
Yeah, that's a huge one. They get the death damage in. The giant snowball misses. That's a big one. That's a big one.
Big one. Big, big, big. My real question, what spells do we have available for Kicks to deal with the Inferno Tower and the Barbarians that Kingzone has for defense? Because they have to find a way to get in, and they're not going to do that through those two things.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that the E-Wiz was sent out early. Now the Inferno Tower is definitely going to be put down here, and the barbs.
Yep.
And having that E-Wiz up in the back is obviously going to buy them some time, but now they don't have anything, so.
Ooh, great defense. Just perfect defense from Kingzone. Great placement on that Inferno Tower in case there's an Earthquake or a Poison or something like that. All right, so.
Right.
Good.
Nice mini P.E.K.K.A.
Yep, nice mini P.E.K.K.A. Oh, guards coming in here.
But it still does do some damage, and that poison is going to get most of the units that has been put down.
A little.
Okay.
On the, I think
a fireball it.
Yep.
As well.
Yep. Okay, so that's big. Having fireball is good. You can use that to erase those barbarians. So next time you got your push going, you should be able to successfully.
Oh, but this time look at this miner, and the King Tower is activated.
Yeah.
A little bit early, I guess. It's not too low.
Yeah. It's not the end of the world, but that was, I don't know if that was actually necessary yet. Rage comes down. There's that Inferno Tower once again.
Oh, and the barbarians.
Ooh, that Inferno Tower goes down though. So
oh, double.
The Royal Giant, he's going to get some shots in. And here comes another one. But it's going to take a lot of damage to make this up. Bats coming down.
There you go.
That Ice Wizard slows him down so much. There is a rocket there. And that's GG.
All right, that was close. I think that that last push that Kicks did, it had potential.
Yes.
With the double Royal Giants kind of staggering, with the Giant Skeleton going up in the front to trying to tank everything to get rid of every unit that was defending it. Unfortunately, the Barbarians that was put down was, not contested at all by Kicks, because I think they were trying to save for a second Royal Giant.
Yeah.
But either way, it was very close with that last push that Kicks did.
Yeah, it was really good defense to start out with by OGN, and I think a few of those things threw Kicks up for a loop a bit, especially the Barbarians.
Yeah.
Because they have the Fireball available, but they don't have necessarily the Elixir, or they weren't quite prepared for it. So once you're prepared for the Barbarians, you can Fireball them, but a little bit of a timing issue there. And like you said, once they got this double Royal Giant push going, it did pretty well.
Yeah, so here, this is the first time, and then right after this, oh no, it's already passed.
No, it's already passed.
Yeah,
We're past it. There's the rocket.
But either way, yeah, the double Royal Giant was probably their best bet with that last push. But like you said, the staggering, the fat units, the big units is definitely not going to give you the elixirs, because I think it was Dio Stitch that had the Fireball and the Royal Giant and the E-Wiz. So he was putting down the E-Wiz as well. He was putting down the Royal Giant. So he had no elixirs left for that Fireball right after to get rid of the barbs right away. So, it's unfortunate that you're lacking elixirs, but either way.
Well, I think what you can do there is, because what the rotation that Kingzone is doing is they drop the barbs first and then the Inferno Tower.
Yeah.
So if you're Dio Stitch, you fireball, and then with the way they were placing that Inferno Tower, because they weren't placing it close, you could drop the E-Wiz right by that Inferno Tower and get the stun.
Exactly. That would have been the best bet, but we noticed that Dio Stitch had to constantly put the E-Wiz down for defense.
Right.
The Scale Barrel, the Miner, that was constantly just bugging them and forcing them to defend by using at least one of the offensive units.
Yeah, exactly. So they could never get the right rotation to go against the defense. Yeah, exactly. Well, we'll see. We took a timeout, I believe.
Yep.
So I think we're going to get going here in just a second. And we'll see if Kix can change it up and get a win here, or will King Zone Dragon X take this set? Find out soon.
Not soon.
And by soon, I mean now.
But now. I was thinking the same thing. I wanted to say it.
We keep reading each other's minds. Like, all of us are like always like saying what each other's thinking. I do it with G-Clef, I do it with you. I'm sure you guys, it's good. Our caster synergy is strong.
All right, well, that Miner and the guard was well placed here this time around.
So, okay, another giant skeleton, so that definitely makes you feel like, yep, it's going to be Royal Giant again, and pretty much the same deck so far from both of these players. Okay, there's that Barbarians, and this time they've got Lightning for the Inferno Tower, and it gets a shot. Okay.
It's a little bit different this time because Kix has, I guess, it had a better start cycle. But really?
Okay. Still getting a lot of damage from that Miner.
Oh my gosh.
And they have to use the E-Wiz defensively again, so they...
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You want to keep that E-Wiz alive in your deck for when you're doing that huge push and try to use other units to defend it off, because that E-Wiz is critical against everything, especially that Inferno Tower that's being put down.
Yep. All right, switching lanes. It's King Zone. You want to get some more damage.
Nice guards.
Yep, very good guard placement. Good zap. Cleans up those skeletons very well. So now they have Lightning and Zap available to deal with. This is a nice little change here by Kix, because now they have something to deal with that Inferno Tower, and it doesn't have to be
the E-Wiz.
The E-Wiz.
But look at this. The Barbs put down super early.
Ooh, Dark Prince.
This could kind of, I don't know, maybe, obviously King Zone wanted to do something.
Look at that Dark Prince just go to town. Oh my gosh.
All right, so now we don't have Barbs. We only have the E-Wiz and the Inferno Tower here. But the push on the right is huge. Oh, we have the Valkyrie this time, though. Okay. That's why they used the Barbs.
Yeah.
I was going to say, why the Barbs with the Scale Barrel like so early?
Yeah. All right. So it's going pretty evenly here so far.
So the guards are constantly just blocking out the Miners.
Yep, a log coming in to make way for that skeleton barrel. The zap cleans that up.
It's not huge, but the the death damage, the exploding damage from the Scale Barrel is still doing a little bit of damage every time it reaches power. So
poison.
Look at the chip damage.
Yeah, poison, because they thought maybe
maybe
we'd see some guards again, but that time it was the baby dragon.
All right, here we go. The huge push coming through. This time they have the Barbs.
Fireball.
With the Fireball.
Yep, good. Okay.
Oh, this is huge.
This is huge. Inferno Tower? No Inferno Tower.
Yeah, the E-Wiz is put down, though. But now, finally, Kix has an E-Wiz in the back.
Oh, my gosh. This Royal Giant is having a field day.
Yep. He's running out of cannonballs.
And the death damage. I believe that was the death damage from the giant skeleton. The bomb actually got close enough, it looked like. Or maybe just a shot from the Royal Giant, some other stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, either way, that Royal Giant, even if the death damage didn't connect, or even if it was a death, either way, that Royal Giant was definitely running out of cannons. He was shooting too much.
Yeah, it's a running joke, right? Yeah. Where does the Royal Giant keep those cannonballs? We don't want to know. All right. Timeout here now.
Ooh,
so both timeouts for these teams. You don't get another one. You only get one per match.
All right, well, this time around, I guess the rotation, the cycle was a little bit better on the side of Kix.
Yeah, and they brought Lightning and Zap, which made a big difference. Then they were able to, get in there and actually get some stuff done. Oh, the giant skeleton bomb did land up there on the top right as well. That thing does a ton of damage.
Too much. All right, let's see if that actually landed here.
I think
because they were trying their best to keep that away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's definitely close enough. Maybe.
It looks pretty darn close here. Because look, it's at. Yeah,
yeah,
had to be.
It was definitely
it. Yeah.
Right when it exploded. But either way, 500 damage left on that Princess Tower before that bomb went off. So I think
It
the
was-
Royal Giant could have done the job
yeah.
either way.
It was GG pretty much by that point. Some fans coming down, Alpha fans. He has a lot of support, so they're looking to turn it around here and win this set. Or will Kix do what Chaos Theory did in the last set and just keep winning after they lose the first game? We'll see. I imagine Kingzone might be trying something very different than the Skeleton Bear. I mean, it's come close to working really well, but then once Kix adjusted to their defense, then they couldn't stop those Royal Giant pushes.
Exactly. They had the zap. Like, I think the Zap Lightning was huge because now they could have either used Zap Lightning or the E-Wiz to deal with the Inferno Tower, and now they weren't kind of they weren't being put in a dilemma to whether to use the E-Wiz or not for defense or offense. They could have just used everything because they have more than enough to deal with the barbs, the fireball, and the Inferno Tower as well.
Exactly. And the Lightning gives a nice a double effectiveness there, not only against the Inferno Tower, but also against the skeletons that come out of the Skeleton Barrel, an easy way to clean those up. The cast time on Lightning is pretty fast.
Zap, yeah.
Yeah, so... Or Zap, thank you, Zap.
They look the same.
They look so similar. They're both electric things.
Well, we have one small potion bottle and then one big potion bottle.
They're kind of similar.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got here. This is the deciding game for this set between these two teams. What kind of changes is Kingzone going to bring after a nice mix-up there from Kix? All right, so Miner, Bats, there's a Dark Prince. E-Wiz. Okay, so it looks like Kix might kind of stick with something similar, and there's those Barbarians. And an Inferno Tower, though, so that is a dead Royal Giant. He doesn't get any damage in there.
Yep, but the Inferno Tower is pretty healthy still.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's going to do the job, keep them off for a while.
So it looks like Kix might be. Looks like both teams might be kind of sticking with similar stuff so far. Let's see if Kingzone's got a little bit of a wrinkle in their plans. And this is nice.
Guards for the skeletons now allowing the Miner to do some chip damage here.
Yeah, they actually pushed that guard into with that giant snowball. Yeah. All right, they got to keep that. So you have to use Miner defensively because you got to keep that giant skeleton off of the towers.
Yep. And
when that bomb drops, it goes boom, and it goes really boom.
All right, here we go. The E is in the back.
Giant snowball there. Pushes everything.
Poison.
Poison.
Offensive poison. Oh, he's got to get the E-Wiz away with the skeletons and gets one shot.
Yeah, it's one shot.
The shield is still up for the Dark Prince though. That.
Whoa. Okay.
I was gonna say they're not gonna let it.
Yeah, no way.
But either way, we do have the Royal Giant put in the back. We've seen the Bridge Royal Giant in the past 2 games of these 2 matchups, but the back Royal Giant. Oh,
bottom right. Bottom right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, they're trying to set up for this push here. There go the Barbarians. Do we got the Fireball? We've got the Fireball.
Oh, and the Bats.
Wow.
Okay, that was worth.
Wow, that
was worth.
That's
and the
huge.
skeleton, I think the giant skeleton explosive damage is in range.
Yes, definitely. And the last shot from the Royal Giant finishes it off.
But look at this. Now they're desperate. They want to go all in.
Yep, big skeleton push here. An offensive poison being used, but those skeletons just get eliminated.
Bar barrel.
The Barbarian. Yeah. I don't know how he isn't dizzy when he comes out of that thing, but he just wipes out those skeletons. And honestly, there just isn't much different here for Kingzone. It doesn't look like they really changed much up.
Yeah, I guess they were just dwelling on the past of when they won the first match with the same deck, and they definitely thought, all right, as long as we get the cycle right, we'll have...
Yep. The Royal Giant in the pocket. The Barbarians are there, but that is GG. Kix turns it around. Takes down Kingzone Dragon X.
All right, well, another game with a loss win-win on the left side. Kix is going to bring it back. Both of them this time, if you notice, they stuck to the same deck.
There's something going on that blue side.
Yeah.
There's something's in there. I don't know. This was pretty surprising because neither team just really wanted to change their strategy much. I mean, they made adjustments, Kicks did, and it worked out really well for them. Kingzone just kind of was like, no, we can do this. We got this. And I was like, well, you guys lost last time. I don't know if you do got this.
Like I said, they were dwelling on the first match where they won. And, you know, it's like, all right, we can do this. We can do this. And obviously, unfortunately, you couldn't do it. And they did lose. But either way, it's not a 2-0 sweep.
It's like, guys, give us something, give us more to talk about here. Because, like, we just saw basically the same 2 games.
3 games.
Yeah.
Except for the second game.
One, right?
Yeah, well, like the second game, we did see, like you said, Kicks kind of switching the spells.
Yeah, at least we had something to talk about there. Now I'm like, well, you guys lost basically the same things. I mean, the assumption I make is that they thought that Kicks was going to change it up somehow. Right? So you're like, okay, we can stand pat because they're going to try a different thing. And we're comfortable against other types of
decks.
2v2 decks, right? So, but it does not quite pan out. And those giant skeleton bombs.
Yep, that's
so painful. So painful.
Yeah, and when you know your opponent has the giant skeletons and 2 royal giants, you're going to have to either bait out the fireball somehow or, you know, place that Inferno Tower, just an amazing placement to get rid of at least 2 of the 3 big dudes.
Right, and here's the deal. Yeah. You could try something, and I'm sorry to cut you off there.
No.
If you want those barbarians in there, then you got to throw in another card that's bait for the fireball.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
a flying machine or something like that.
And, you know, unfortunately, Kingzone X, Dragon X was unable to figure that out. They were just doing the same thing over and over. And, you know, there were moments where Barbarian and Bats were put down, and that one fireball just cleaned everything out. And that was definitely more than the value of that fireball. And every time that happens, Kingzone is on the back step. But now we have Legend versus TrueFast.
All right, we talked a lot. We wanted to talk a lot about this because these are some interesting bands we have here. P.E.K.K.A. Dark Prince, okay, we get it. It's really popular and really common in a lot of decks. So that one, you know, because it's so strong right now, makes a lot of sense. But the P.E.K.K.A. ban here by Legend, I think you and I are kind of talking about this. What do you think?
Well, like the funny, like half serious, half jokingly, we saw last Sunday match 18, Legend versus Benzer. He stuck with the P.E.K.K.A. Ram Rider deck all 3 games. And he lost. He ended up losing, right?
Yeah.
Because this is what happened. He won the first game.
Yeah.
So he's like, all right, it's working. And then Benzer adjusted. Second game, he lost. Third game, he lost because he just decided to stick with the same thing. Exactly what has happened with Kingzone.
Right. So maybe he's just kind of banning it.
Yeah.
So he's not tempted to use it. Like, I think he's probably going possibly to run something heavy and doesn't want the P.E.K.K.A. to counter it. And Royal Giant, I think, is very possible here because you don't want P.E.K.K.A.s against Royal Giants. It's really annoying.
Yeah, but more seriousness. Exactly like you said, I'm pretty sure Legend wants to do something big, obviously, to get rid of the P.E.K.K.A. It's going to open up a lot of gates for those heavier decks.
All right. Got the Tombstone here. So a lot of different things that this could be here from Legend. Tombstone has gained a little bit of popularity, not just used in Lava Hound decks anymore. There's a graveyard variant that we've been seeing that has Tombstone in it pretty often. There's the Miner. So maybe there's a couple different things that you can have with Miner and Rascals. We'll see exactly what variant TrueFast has behind that.
Yeah, TrueFast, he's like, in the first 2 weeks, he's played so many different kinds of decks that, you know, it's hard to predict what he's going to do just by seeing these cards. But still, with the Rascal, the Miner, and the Barbell, like, you know, it's such a
we see that
meta,
we see that combination quite a bit.
We'll see what he's going to decide to bring out here for the critical hidden.
Yeah, neither player has shown what their trump card is. With the trick up their sleeve will be a poison here from Legend. Makes me really think that this could be graveyard. But there still could be other things. That's not the only one, but with the Ice Wizard in there as well, it's probably graveyard and maybe an Inferno Dragon behind it. I've seen that deck on the Global Challenge a lot. So that's what I think it is. We're still waiting to find out. Nope, it is Royal Giant.
All right.
Oh, this Royal Giant deck. Okay, got it.
Well, we do have the miner constantly just
So he's probably got
chipping down.
something like either Tornado, it could be Skeletons on the back of this for Legend, maybe, or some other spell, we'll see. There's the Inferno Tower. So it's just the miner. That's 2 Royal Giants. That's scary.
Yeah, that's huge.
But that miner and the Ice Whiz, bad. No shots though from 2 Royal Giants. That's not bueno. You can't commit that much and not get any damage there, especially when you're already behind an Elixir.
Yeah, you're definitely behind in Elixir, like you said. Legend, I don't know if that last card is just a Tornado. It may not, you know, play a big role here, but the miner placement is constantly just being in that corner, and
what's weird is
the chip damage is huge.
Right. Well, what's weird is in this Royal Giant deck, you're actually usually running Fireball instead of Poison, so that's why it threw me off.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have the Poison available to deal with the Inferno Tower. It's just going to melt the Royal Giant. Inferno Tower just absolutely a huge
even
counter.
with Poison, like the Inferno Tower is still gonna melt.
Right.
Yeah. The Royal Giant. But either way, Legend, he's trying to just constantly force Too Fast to kind of stay focused on defending.
Yep. All right, Poison coming down. That Ice Spirit stops everything. So no way to get in there. And just kind of a chip deck here for Too Fast that just kind of keeps coming in here with that miner and Poison. Just getting a little bit of damage.
Yeah, but this chip damage, if you see the Princess Tower, obviously for yourselves, this is going to end up going to Too Fast. He's going to constantly just put Inferno Tower down. He knows there's no Zap, no Lightning, no E-Wiz coming to support that Royal Giant. So this minor poison is just going to end the game.
And 1 Barbarian Barrel isn't enough to drag enough damage.
Dragon,
yeah, the baby damage. Ooh, that's a lot of damage there.
That's
pretty big.
Yeah, that's pretty close now. Here we go with the miner. All right.
And
Giant snowball though. Ooh, right away.
Okay, that might have been.
No, but still gets rid of. Yeah,
that's
still gets rid of it.
That's okay. And it's hard because the Barbarian Barrel, which you're throwing in front of your Royal Giant, isn't like able to distract that Inferno Tower long enough that the Inferno Tower doesn't then lock onto the Royal Giant and just kill it. So he doesn't have. This is getting close. Yep, this is one more Poison rotation away here, and Legend will be dead. So let's see if he can get a push going here. The Rascals. Just in time. There's the Tornado to try to drag all that back, but really not much to Tornado there for Legend. And there's that Poison. Legend not quite able to get it done here. So in today's fashion, the red team wins the first game of the set.
Yeah. Wow.
There's that deck a little bit different, but there's just not a lot you can do when they have Inferno Tower as a Royal Giant player. Exactly. That's why usually Royal Giant decks have Lightning. Yeah. Because Lightning will actually let your Royal Giant, you know, get in there and get a shot after you use it. But of course that's way really expensive, and so it's hard to get those pushes set up and that kind of thing.
Exactly, and you know, like the Tornado, unfortunately, if you notice, you know, it didn't do anything basically throughout the whole game. He basically just had 1 card of Tornado in this game and was unable to use it or find the time to make it efficient. So maybe like even keep the Poison and change, like take out the Tornado maybe to a Zap or a Lightning. If you want a cheap, you know, stun, just get a Zap. Like the Tornado was just that useless.
Yeah, Tornado is usually what you run in that deck to keep stuff off of your Royal Giant. But the Inferno Tower doesn't work on that.
You can't pull that. Yeah. You don't sway the laser.
Yeah, exactly.
But either way,
just
he couldn't have no.
Yeah, Rascals Miner. Nothing super fancy there from Too Fast. Just a pretty basic chip deck.
Yep.
And away you go. Well, let's see how Legend opts to change things up here for game number 2. Both timeouts have already been used as well. Let's get started. Okie dokie. That's a weird, it's like Legend Hybrid, like the Royal Giant. There's like one you use with like Ice Wizard.
Yeah.
But you use Ice Spirit and like Skeleton instead, and the Tornado, but you don't use Tombstone and Poison. And so it's like he like smashed this graveyard deck that's kind of popular.
Yeah.
So that was kind of
Put it together,
Yeah.
So it's very unfortunate that Tornado, you know, it could have, you know, could have been done, used defensively or offensively, but obviously not offensively because of the
use it on. Yeah, there's just nothing.
And the minor placement by TrueFast didn't give Legend the chance.
That Ice Wizard gives the tower a hug. Minor once again.
Oh,
another
this time
tombstone.
Okay.
Let's see how much things have changed here. TrueFast looks like he might be doing something kind of similar. It is a Royal Giant again. Is this just Legend? Like, is this what he does?
Yeah.
Does he just play the same deck?
Yeah. This is what he did on Sunday.
It's crazy.
And this is what Kingzone just did.
Right.
Just now. So
Well, both these teams, it's like they just want to play the exact same things. I mean, this is if this is a mere matchup, then
what is the point?
What does Legend do?
Yeah.
How does he turn this around? He got most of his damage because a Baby Dragon got on there.
Yeah. Ooh, but this time TrueFast is switching things up. He's going left and right to kind of just do chip damage, create an opportunity.
This is that's not bad. You get a little bit of damage.
Alright, well, this time around he does land some hits, but still, is that good enough?
Right. And the poison here is going to clean up the Tombstone. So I'm assuming it's Rascals on the back end of this for TrueFast.
There we go. Nice call.
Just right at the
Ooh,
back.
nice Ice Wiz.
Oh, whoa, yeah, this is good timing. Now he has to use the Tornado defensively.
That was a good one though. Like
yes.
you know, this is an opportunity. This was a good use finally. Like he hasn't had one single moment to use it, but now the Inferno Tower has locked onto the Royal Giant pretty late.
Yeah, it's still going to be enough. It's still enough.
It's still
even with the Inferno Tower takes on one unit, it
but look at this.
One.
He rotated around for that Royal Giant super quick.
Okay,
okay.
There's the poison, but it's still not going to be fast enough to take down the Inferno Tower before it gets the Royal Giant. And will the Mega Minion? Nope, Mega Minion dropped as well. Baby Dragon goes down. Perfect defense from TrueFast once again. You gotta try something different, Legend. I just don't know. I don't know how he's
well,
gonna
I'm
make
gonna
this
be honest. This is definitely going better than the first game.
It is.
Yeah.
But not much.
Yeah, not much. It's pretty similar, but like this time around, TrueFast, he hasn't done too much chip damage compared to the first game.
Yeah.
Like first game, like he would have already had one tower down like under 1k HP, but like this time it's a little bit slower.
His defense is good.
Look at that.
But because of what this deck that TrueFast is doing, what its whole goal is to basically like just minor poison you to death. And you're not going to beat this. He has no answers to beat this Inferno Tower.
Yeah, I screwed it.
And you're just, you're getting a little poison damage yourself, but these miners are just going to keep coming in, and you know, you can't drop the Tombstone because he's going to poison on top of it.
Yeah.
Just eliminate your Tombstone. The Ice Wizard loses to the miner, even though you block a little bit of damage.
There we go. Giant snowball.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah, he wanted to get that poison on.
Yeah. So this is okay, but the problem is these skeletons aren't going to get up in time. The Royal Giant's not even going to need to be Inferno'd.
Yeah. Yeah, that poison and the early Rascals, I guess, defensively, kind of allowing TrueFast to kind of conserve or save that Inferno Tower for the next push, like this one.
Yeah, it's just not enough. They just don't have enough in front of this Royal Giant. Maybe this time with the Barb Barrel and the Ice Wizard.
Nope, still not enough.
One shot? It gets one
shot. But right now, with having, you know, 1,500 plus HP on the Princess Tower, one shot from a Royal Giant isn't going to change the game.
Right, and it's 5.
There we go, another one.
Yep,
this time with the Barb Barrel and the poison.
And this poison just eliminates that.
Oh my
this
oh my gosh.
It's not
the Barb.
quite, oh, it is.
Yeah, the Barb
got
actually gets that hit.
Well,
the curse has been broken.
Yes. TrueFast has broken the curse and sent his team to the King of the Hill, where Kix They've won one and they've lost one, King of the Hill. So we'll see how it goes. And I think, and it's the same. Well, no. Okay, so King Zone has won one of their King of the Hills, lost the other two. Typical King Zone, going to the King of the Hill.
Yep.
This is where they like it. I just don't know.
This is what happened last time. G-Clef and I, we were feeling and saying the same thing. Why? Why, Legend? Why?
I mean,
I
if
think
you know he's going to have
lightning.
Inferno Tower, Lightning, or something, or just, you know, run the other. If you want to do a Royal Giant, great. I understand it. That's why you banned P.E.K.K.A, of course. But try the other variant. Use the Furnace Lightning variant. That one's a little better suited to this matchup, I believe.
Yeah, I guess Legend wanted to try something new, like kind of mash up some decks or try new spells for a Royal Giant deck. But like you said, like we are saying, you know, if it didn't work out one game, don't do it again, because at least not in the same set. You know, like you can try it again maybe in King of the Hill or, you know, next week's match, but like don't do it back to back when you know there's going to be an Inferno Tower and you don't have anything to cut it off.
Yeah, it's kind of easy mode for TrueFast.
Yeah.
You know, he knows exactly how to play it. He's played it one time already, so he knows how to get the poison cycles in there. He knows how to, you know, find the right timings and let the Inferno Tower just do its thing. Yeah, that's it. So King of the Hill time. It will be who here. We're finding out. Meet 24, Malenton, and Legend, and then July, Nuri, and TrueFast. So we'll see how this goes for them. Has July played? I think everybody's played King of the Hill. Yeah, everybody has, or on OGN, on King Zone Dragon X.
Yeah, King Zone, they've rotated around as well, so everybody has played. You know what I'm thinking now, though? It would be legendary if Legend brought out the same deck again. just for the sake of
If he does that, I don't know.
Just for the sake of
I just don't know what's with the stubbornness.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is you see the best players in this league. The best players in this league can play a lot of different kinds of decks.
Exactly.
Benzer plays tons of different decks. I mean, he likes, obviously, certain things like mortar cycles and that.
Mortar cycles.
Yeah,
but yeah, I know you.
Mortars of, you know, various variants, and also, you know, the Hog Rider thing.
Yeah.
But he also plays some other stuff in there as well. I mean, we saw Expos, you know, other things.
Yeah.
Expo Master plays tons of different decks. Just tons. You have to be versatile.
Exactly. TNT plays a lot of different decks.
Yes.
You know, TrueFast, as I said before, he plays a lot of different decks as well. He's able to adapt. Like many of these top tier players, they are able to adapt, and they know when they've lost. They swap the decks.
Yeah.
But I don't know what's up with Legend the past two matches, today and last Sunday.
I'm not exactly sure. Yeah. Well, moving on. It'll be July 1st against Meet 24. July, he's doing okay. He won 2 games of King of the Hill and then lost to Benzer. That's not super surprising because everybody on King Zone Dragon X lost to Benzer. Game number 1 of the King of the Hill starts now. Bans, they just did not want to see the Dark Prince today. King Zone Dragon X is like, no Dark Prince, and then the Ice Golem banned here by Kicks. So probably won't see any Expos.
Expos or Ice Golem, Balloon.
Yeah, you could see Balloon, but yeah, a lot of times
like
Balloon
you still
is
wanna,
paired with
like you
Ice
could have
Golem.
you could have a Lumberjack Balloon, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah, still like Ice Golem is critical to kind of defensively and to keep the Balloon alive as well.
Yeah, you see it in a lot of Balloon decks for sure.
But yeah, they are gonna leak.
Bandit makes you think something heavy. Something heavy's coming there.
Something heavy.
But
they're gonna just take their time.
Yep.
Like Meat doesn't even have his hands on the phone.
No.
He's ready to just wait until July makes a move.
This is when July just bridge spams E-barbs. The world just goes crazy.
E-barbs? No, Lumberjack E-barbs.
Yeah, Lumberjack E-barbs. Meats is like, what? Nobody does that.
Oh my gosh. That would be crazy.
No E-barbs ever.
I know, I want to see some.
It's just not gonna happen. They just won't do it.
Right, like I saw. I was looking at the camera for July. He almost yawned. He almost yawned. Like, I think he held it in.
Oh, I finally saw Endgame, so we can talk about it.
Well, yeah, we can.
I mean,
talk
not now,
about it,
but yeah.
All right, look at this. Meat is starting to kind of warm up his gear, his motor.
All right, July's thinking about something.
Mm-hmm.
So is Meat. So down to the 1 minute mark. We'll see what they drop. Things are gonna start flying very shortly here. All right, Lava Hound from July and a P.E.K.K.A from Meat. And a Ram Rider, so we've got the Ram Rider P.E.K.K.A going here for Meat. There's that Tombstone you see often. Minions as well being dropped here to deal with this. Ooh, good Baby Dragon placement. Balloon here. So there you go. One of the few times you'll see Balloon outside of an Ice Golem is behind that Lava Hound.
Yep.
So big push coming here for Meat. Ow, I don't know if this is enough.
Still not good enough.
It's not enough, but this is a giant snowball as well. Oh, but that great fireball to take out the Electric Wizard just allows one drop to get through, so slight advantage Meat in between those two exchanges.
All right, well, that was super close for me. That balloon was getting dragged, was getting pulled to that Princess Tower, like fireball, giant snowball, back to back.
Yeah, and this is the thing, just the E-Wiz isn't enough, especially if it's up in front. And it gets eliminated there by the zap and a fireball. I don't think this Baby Dragon's going to be enough either.
Oh, no, definitely
not. And the fireball, too. Oh, my goodness, just enough. Electric Wizard cleans up the pups, but Meat getting significant damage in. Even though July has answered on the top right, he has more damage done overall. Tombstone to defend against the Bandits. No shots for that Barbarian. He doesn't get any hits.
All right, here we go. He's going to try again. This basically is going to force Meat to just put that Ram Rider down for offensive, everything else for defense. We saw that fireball go down. We saw the... Oh!
Just in time.
I think he got a drop.
It did, and there's another drop. So Meat takes July down.
You mean...
Or I'm sorry, July. Other way around. July takes Meat down.
Yep. He beat
My
the
brain
Meat.
is backwards.
Yeah, it's going backwards. But either way, you guys know what he is talking about. July, the balloon, basically a better, I guess, forcing your opponent to use everything for defense because that Lava Hound and the pups is just gonna stay alive forever. Yeah.
It's weird because obviously you got to get something behind that balloon to take it down. And you're being forced to put down that Electric Wizard early and then blow a bunch of spells.
Look at this.
Yep.
Oh, this wasn't the time, but this was the first time where, we saw it was super close. Meat was forced to use everything on defense, but this time, this is the last part.
And you're not getting that Ram Rider snare onto the balloon.
There we go.
Yep.
That one drop, and then the giant fireball, and then the second drop.
And the other problem is you're not getting that Ram Rider snare onto the balloon. It's getting onto the Lava Hound, which doesn't really matter. So it's just a really difficult situation for Meat to be in.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the second push with the Ram Rider, as you said, it actually did a lot of damage to July. While we were focused on the Lava Hound balloon, the Ram Rider going through, getting some free damage, was close, I guess. But if that were to happen over and over again, maybe Meat would have had a chance. But July knew just the Lava Hound and the balloon is going to keep Meat busy, and then he could have just focused on the defense, getting rid of that Ram Rider. So it was I guess clean, more cleaner on the side of July.
For sure. All right, well, July. Is he just going to do what everybody's done today and just play the same deck until it loses? I don't know. I'm not sure. It seems to be the theme of this match. So we'll see what he wants to do here. It looks like he's thinking something different possibly, though. But we'll see. Just could be mind games.
Or
make it look like you're going to change.
Well, the coach is probably showing what the next opponent likes to play.
Right.
So July can kind of swap his deck accordingly. We'll see, though.
Right, and you're probably thinking ahead. You're like, all right, if you think Malinton's going to play this and you need to cycle some cards, so you don't leak Elixir, or you want to get the right cycle going. If you are just going to plan to leak Elixir until the 1 minute mark or whatever, you get the right card set up, against whatever you think you're going to see. All right, game number 2 of this King of the Hill. July took game 1, not Meat. It was July and Malenton going up against him now for kicks.
All right. The first round, the Lava Loon worked very well.
Yep.
But I'm pretty sure he's not going to... You never know, though. You never know. Because we've seen a lot of players sticking with the same decks.
What if Malenton just plays the same deck that Meat did?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
That's the strat of kicks.
There's no way. I can't.
Like, if that happens, then we finally know that it's not Legend that's just sticking with the same deck.
It's like
just
a
the whole
team thing. It is just, I don't know. That would be bizarre to me. It's like that's got to be a coaching decision, I would imagine.
Like they want to make history somehow, but it's not working.
I just don't know. We'll find out.
Out of my way.
All right. So far, same. So far,
what is going on, ending?
So far,
what world is this?
It's exactly
Where am I?
the same. And the Ram Rider does. The Ram Rider gets a ram.
Dude, no, this can't be. I mean, okay, Malenton, I think, is playing the same deck.
Well, I think he didn't have the Bandit though last time.
No, he had the Bandit.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
oh, yeah, he did have
definitely
the Bandit.
gets the dash damage there.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
All right, so the dash and the Ram Rider getting the charge.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Mega
not the
Knight.
P.E.K.K.A.
Okay.
The Mega Knight. Okay. But still, what if it's the same deck? It's just the P.E.K.K.A. that switched out.
I think that is probably the case. I was going to absolutely lose my marbles if this was the exact same deck for both players 2 in a row. Now, we can see July's hand, and he is running the exact same deck. So this is just the story of these two teams today. They're just going to play the same decks until they lose.
Yeah, but look at this. This time it's going a little differently here. The Ram Rider has done so much damage, and like you said, July is running the same deck, the Lava Loon.
Well, I think Malenton made a great choice here to get things going before 2x Elixir.
Yeah.
Right, because then I think July has a bit of an advantage at 2x.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, July.
That's going to be a
Okay, so it's not the same deck. We do have the Inferno Dragon.
Inferno Dragon is not the same. And Lightning. So this is different, but that balloon's going to get some drops in. That's 1.
2.
Is it going to be 2? He gets the balloon.
No, not yet.
Oh,
okay,
it just gets taken out. So the explosion and a fireball doing some extra damage inside of there. Okay, so Malenton made some very nice adjustments here.
Yeah. He just literally just makes the adjustment exactly for Lava Loon, and like you said, starts the fight before that 1 minute mark.
Okay, the snare got onto the balloon that time. Okay, now it's going to get. Ooh, I don't know if
he won. It's over.
Yep, this is over.
Okay.
Alrighty. So a little bit different. That was Mega Knight, Ram Rider that time, with a little bit of a variation in there with the Lightning and the Inferno Dragon.
Well, either way, good, like you said, Malenton making the adjustments. This is what we need. This is what we need. We need some adjustments, you know.
It's okay.
Lightning.
You can make adjustments.
Yeah,
it's okay, guys.
Yeah, I know, right? Like,
you can play different stuff.
July stuck with the same deck.
Yeah.
Legend stuck with the same deck. In the 1v1s.
Right.
But yeah, like, you guys can make adjustments, adaptations, allow and make you win games like this.
Right.
Yeah, but I think the biggest thing was, starting this fight early before the double elixir time to get, even if you can't get the Princess Tower down, you can still have that chip damage early on to your advantage before the huge attacks come through. And if you're able to defend it once, you're able to win like Malenton did.
Right. It's definitely more difficult to play defense with the Lava Loon deck because you got 2 cards that have absolutely 0 defensive utility.
Well, either way, July still got a win, so not too bad. It's a 1-1 on King of the Hill. It's not a bad start for either team. Now we have Nuri out here.
All right.
4-1. All right.
Yeah, he's pretty good at King of the Hill. As it turns out, Nuri's a strong player.
Yeah, as we know, Nuri, he plays 2v2s, plays King of the Hills, and when he's doing so well on the King of the Hills, we realize maybe why not just go to 1v1s? I think he has talent for 1v1s as well, but he's been sticking to that 2v2.
Yeah, when they brought him out, I mean, he all killed Panos. He all killed Panos by himself.
Yeah.
That's a monumental effort. That is not easy. I mean, especially, okay, whatever. Because Panos is stacked with good 1v1 players. Okay? Let alone be Kanbuya, one of the best players in the world.
Well, we'll have to see if Nuri is able to pull something even close to that. He just needs to win 2 if he wants to get that win.
He only needs to do 2 this time.
Only 2.
Only
not
2.
And it's not Panos. It's not Panos.
Is he going to do Lava Loon? I don't think so. I don't think so.
Let's hope not.
I don't think so.
Like, we've seen enough Lava Loons.
Yeah, we're good. We get it.
Yeah. We understand the deck.
We've seen it, guys. We're good. Does Malenton continue with a Mega Knight Ram Rider? I mean, it probably won't be the exact same variation we saw, because I think a lot of that was chosen to kind of counter what July was doing. Let's see.
Look at Malenton kind of, he's nodding. He's like, all right, I know.
He's like, okay.
I know it's already over.
Oh, there's a bridge spam bandit. Valkyrie. So are we going to see the
Malenton.
The Hog Rider?
Oh, I guess Malenton's
bats.
No, it seems pretty similar with that. Ooh, nice zap. Yeah. Zap, Lightning, Inferno Dragon, Bandit, Mega Knight, Ram Rider. For Malenton, it's like basically the same deck. Yeah, look at this.
Yep. That's just what we do today.
Same
in
deck.
This match. Just same
If
deck.
you win, stay with the deck is what the meta is.
That's our meta.
You're not allowed to change if you win. Not really.
What a meta it is. There's that.
All right, there we go. Hog.
Yep.
Hog bat.
Yep. So this is usually in this is the Hog Rider Earthquake deck. Almost certainly. And then probably an Inferno Tower behind that as well is typically what you see in this particular setup that Nuri has.
All right.
So he's just looking for a way. I mean, he got some damage there from the Hog already. That Hog hits very hard. You don't want to see him anywhere near your towers. He does more damage per swing than the Royal Giant does per shot. Figure that one out.
Yeah.
He's got like Mjolnir. Force hammer in this.
Exactly. He's the worthy one, and
I think a lot of Clash Royale players would disagree with you on that one.
He's the worthy one. But look at this.
Look, that's a lot of hits. That's a lot of hits. Now the Valkyrie's going to come in there and start swinging away as well.
Oh my!
Oh my gosh!
And they put it down. Look at this. Perfect defense.
I mean, he doesn't even need Earthquake. It's a spell he's going to use at the end to get some damage onto a tower. It's looking difficult here for Malenton.
Malenton decided to stay with the same deck. And here we go. Fireball.
It's a little different. There's no lightning.
Oh yeah, it's Fireball.
Yeah, but it's
that was just for the Lava Loon. Lava Loon combo.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
He went one more elixir cheaper.
Yep, Inferno Dragon gets distracted.
All right, finally we have the Ram Rider, the Ewis, and the Mega Knight. Here we go. The
Inferno Tower's already onto the... Already onto... Whoa, it's switched targets.
The Zap, yeah, the Zap.
The Zap.
The Zap has made it work, but... Ooh.
Ram Rider's trying.
Double Ram.
Down. Can they get this? Another Ram Rider is going to get a hit.
But if you notice, the HP difference, that Nuri defense right there.
Yeah, Malenton is trying to find some way, but if he gets another Hog Rider down there and it gets a hit, it's pretty close to GG at that point.
There we go.
Good fireball, but
Valkyrie to keep away the Ewis from the Inferno Tower.
Yep. And also to distract.
This is GG.
Yeah, I don't think he has enough defense here to stop
this. Just one swing.
It's definitely going to get at least one. It got 2.
But at least Malenton, if you saw, he gave a round of applause to Nuri.
Yep. Very, very strong deck.
Yeah.
But Hog Rider Earthquake deck.
Yeah, if you are going up against a Hog Rider deck and you can't stop it from getting 1 to 2 swings every time it's summoned or put down, like you're gonna end up losing.
Yeah.
You have to have some way to stop it from attacking or not give the opponent the chance to use the Hog Rider and force him to defend, but Malenton couldn't do either.
Yeah, and you'd much rather, if you're sitting in Mountain's position, it would have been nicer to have the P.E.K.K.A. variant of that deck, not the Mega Knight. Because P.E.K.K.A., you know, doesn't allow as many hits.
Yeah.
And Mega Knight's just not a great counter because it doesn't do a ton of damage. It relies on its damage from the jump, and then it does splash, you know, as well.
Yeah.
But you'd much rather have the P.E.K.K.A. in that situation.
It's very unfortunate. It didn't go the same way as July. Obviously, the deck was different that he was playing against. Like Malenton, yeah, he tried to counter it, if you noticed. Like, he tried to counter the Hog. Or, you know, when he put down the Mega Knight, Nuri countered the Mega Knight, like, you know, on the opposite lane.
Right.
So they were both trying to kind of counter each other and defend at the same time. But having the Inferno Tower on the side of Nuri definitely helped out defend the Mega Knight a lot easier compared to Malenton trying to defend, you know, a Valkyrie Hog with the bats on top.
All right. You were exactly right. I don't know what we're going to see out of Legend this time.
We'll have to see.
If it's that Royal Giant Tombstone thing,
and the poison.
I'm just, yeah, and the poison. Yeah. I'm just gonna let that match just happen. And he has super long fingers.
Yeah.
Wow. Maybe that's why he's so good.
Yeah.
Those long fingers.
Yeah, he doesn't need to
let him reach further on the screen and stuff. He doesn't need to move his hands as much. That's just weird speculation on my part. Nuri as well. Let's see what he wants to do. I mean, I feel like it's almost tradition at this point in this match that Nuri has to play the same deck because he won.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll see. We'll have to see. Well, I hope that Legend doesn't bring the same deck from his 1v1. I hope he brought a new deck.
I don't think he can.
I hope he brought a new deck to surprise us.
Because especially with if Nuri's going to run the same deck, it's got Inferno Tower. And you have 0 answers for that Inferno Tower. All right. Let's get into it. This could be match point. King Zone is up 2-1 in this King of the Hill. Best of 5. Legend, the last hope for kicks.
Oh.
So Hog Rider, so.
Yeah, it is. It is the unwritten
a log
rule.
and a tornado. Okay. So that is a little bit different. That is a little bit, definitely not exactly the same deck.
Yeah, well, yeah, it should have been the Poison Tornado if it wanted to be the same deck, but it's not.
Sure. Now this one could be that Graveyard variant I was talking about.
Oh, Bowler!
It's the Bowler, though.
Oh, what are we going to see?
Graveyard.
Yeah, still a Graveyard.
Could be.
Yeah.
We don't get to see Bowler much, so that's nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, Baby Dragon.
Baby Dragon enough. No swings from the Bowler. All right, let's see what Nuri has in store for us here. For that Bowler that's pushing. The Baby Dragon gets some 3 shots.
It's some nice damage going there. The Bowler, he's a bit bigger than those archers. Valkyrie here.
Early Valkyrie to try to not let the rock hit.
Yep, good placement with that Valkyrie to make sure the rock isn't. I don't know if the rock would go far enough anyway, but just in case, you got to make sure that rock has no angle. Just like the Magic Archer, you don't want that. Don't want that connecting. All right, what's the defense here? Just
that
Baby
Baby Dragon is not going to be good enough.
Yeah,
okay.
There's the tornado. And now that the King Tower is activated, you can just drag it out.
All right, well, it seems as if Legend definitely has the upper hand because we have that Baby Dragon for defense, and then it goes all the way to land at least a couple shots on the right side.
Yep.
So now Nuri, he has to make an attack work, like, you know, allow the Hog or anything else to land on that Princess Tower at least 1 or 2 hits.
Yeah, there's his Earthquake.
Predicted Earthquake. Okay, so the Earthquake, he might have to rely on that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Really? Really? There's the lightning. There you go.
There we go.
There it is, Legend. Now you're going to get some damage in with that Royal Giant.
He has realized.
This is a very nice change of pace.
Yep, Legend finally understood. I'm pretty sure
Look how excited we are for it. We're like, he did it.
I'm pretty sure he already knew, but it was just his pride just getting in the way. But this time around, Legend switching things up, bring out the not the same deck, but keeping that Royal Giant with the Bowler and the lightning coming through.
Yep, and good placement here on that Inferno Tower. At least it means the lightning damage doesn't hit your Princess. But one more shot. He doesn't get it. So it's not quite within lightning damage. Now it is.
Oh, that tornado,
Good
lovely.
tornado.
See, this is what could have happened in Legends 1v1s if he had just adopted a
Right, right. This is a great adaptation.
Yeah.
A great change.
All right. Well,
I was not expecting a Royal Giant there after a bowler.
Yeah.
Super interesting.
But either way,
He likes to play these decks that are like smashes
Yeah,
of 2 other decks
exactly.
put together. Like meta decks.
Yeah,
Because that's off meta.
Yeah. So, like, Legend, I guess in a way, even though he does get some losses, on the way, he's a player that wants to create metas, or he wants to mash up meta decks into one, like you just said.
Yeah.
So I think that's why if he makes those new kind of decks, or like the unconventional decks work, the mashup decks work, that's why people see him so well. Like, people, pronounce him as,
One of the
legend.
best.
Yeah,
the legend. Yeah. And I like this deck for a couple reasons. First of all, you've got a lot of stuff that keeps your Royal Giant healthy.
Yeah.
Right? You have a bowler, so that deals with a lot of ground stuff. You have an Ice Wizard, so that deals with some of the stuff that has high attack speed and does a lot of damage.
Yeah.
You have tornadoes, so you can just drag stuff off of it. And you have the lightning to get rid of that Inferno Tower.
Yeah, but one thing we confirmed, Legend, as of now at least, loves the Royal Giant.
Yes, he does.
He hasn't taken that out.
Man after my own heart. I love it too.
Yeah. But either way,
I think you can run that deck again, actually.
Yeah.
I think that's fine.
that's a pretty good deck defensively and offensively.
Yes, I like that
Yeah.
much better than the deck he was running in
Yeah.
the set.
All right, well, we'll have to see. This is the rematch of set 2 here. The last match of King of the Hills. True Fast versus Legend. Oh, we'll see.
True Fast, 1-2. Took 2 off of him, 2 in a row.
Yeah.
That's hard to do. Hard to do 3 games in a row off the same player in Clash Royale League H, especially someone as good as Legend.
Yeah.
Will he run the same deck? That's the real question for me.
That is.
And will, we just saw those Rascal Miners, Inferno Tower,
And
for
Poison.
True Fast, and Poison. Is that what he's going to bring? Because he can't bring that again. He's got to try something different if we're going to see basically the same deck out of Legend. We'll find out. This is it. Match point right now. Game number 5 of our King of the Hill. Let's get into it. All right, I'm hyped for this.
All right, this is the rematch. Legend, his chance to redeem himself for losing 2-0 to True Fast in set 2.
Goblin Gang, a Furnace.
Ooh, all right, so I guess
Maybe
Royal
we're
Giant.
gonna try the Royal Giant
Again.
Ooh, Goblin Barrel.
All right,
here.
so Goblin Barrel.
What do you got for that? Snowball.
Still not good enough. Goblin's got a couple hits even
okay.
after. Yeah.
It's okay.
But it's kind of like Goblin Barrels. It's kind of like the Royal. It's kind of like the Hog Rider.
Right.
So if you let it get one to 2 swings every time he's thrown down,
Right.
it's gonna add up.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay. I still believe.
A Prince with a Furnace. All
No, I
right.
still believe, Legend.
You
I still believe. Like now.
You still think there's a Royal Giant sitting here?
No matter what, like Legend, he's gonna bring the Royal Giant. We know it.
I'd say Poison. Normally, I would say Poison makes that less likely, but we've already seen him run it with Royal Giant.
Yeah.
So I can't say that that's out of the question. But there's a couple different things
Yeah.
this could be behind this Prince. We'll find out. This is just the law. It looks like the Spellbait deck from True Fast with the Prince variant. Look at the speed on those arrows.
Yeah.
Musketeer here.
The update. The humongous patch.
Still waiting. Find out what's going to come out behind there. There's that Goblin Barrel
All right,
guards.
it's gonna be guards.
Okay,
All right,
so
so
this is
time,
just,
yeah.
just kind of a minor Prince cycle kind of thing, just a little bit of a different version of it.
Yeah, unfortunately, no more Royal Giant.
No, no more Royal Giant.
I
Okay, I just saw a True Fast hand.
I did too.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure you guys saw it too. You guys see it on the screen now. You see his last hand or last card is the Rocket.
Yep. So
Just has to get some chip damage though.
yeah, forces out the poison onto the less damage tower. So that's nice. That Fire Spirit does not kill a Rascal Girl by itself.
All right, but we do have.
Use the barrel. Are we going to see the Goblin Barrel in response? Not yet. He's got to defend against Prince first.
Yeah. With the poison.
Poison again.
Still gonna be. The furnace is doing work.
Yeah, that furnace is getting a lot of value. Because he hasn't been able to use, there's no offensive spells he has that work on it. He's got the princess, but there's a lot of answers here for the princess.
Yeah, Barbarel's back
Very
by
good
now.
Barbell.
Yeah.
Here comes the prince behind the rascals. Guards and a musketeer here. Has to use a snowball to defend this because of the log.
Oh, the prince lands one shot. That's huge.
That's big.
I was gonna say Legend not giving TrueFast any time to kind of use the goblin barrel when the bar barrel is out.
Right. Legend's got to really
yeah.
focus on defense for a little bit. Because here comes another prince.
Okay.
That musketeer is not ideal, but that's okay. You get the guards behind it.
Oh, the goblin gang. But still, either way, if you see the right side HP, they're very close, maybe 100 difference.
Yep. Good timing with that furnace to get the princess off.
Yep.
There's the rocket.
The rocket, yeah, he's just gonna buy some time.
Yep. He's just cycling for damage there. Musketeer is not gonna have a good time against that goblin gang and that prince.
And the guards.
Guards are good. Another furnace.
Furnace is a nuisance to just any deck, especially
bar barrel
TrueFast
coming.
deck.
Oh, okay, rascals. But
Ooh,
a lot of
with the
damage
poison,
from
yeah,
that
a lot
minor
of
poison.
Yeah, the minor.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, this is huge. We still do have a lot of time here for TrueFast to come back.
Yeah, absolutely.
But like I said before, Legend not giving TrueFast the time or the opening to kind of use the Goblin Barrel the way he wants.
Yep, just
because
trying to chip out. Yeah. Sorry.
No. I was just looking, and you were about to say the same thing.
I was really excited.
Yeah. But look at this, Legend. Seems like it's over.
Yep, that'll do it. Legend takes game number 5. Gets 2 wins here to redeem himself after losing the 1v1 set. And that will be a victory here for Kix as they move to 2-2 on the season. And that puts King's Own Dragon X down to 1-3. Very nice stuff there from Legend. That's what we're talking about. That's why this guy's a good player. Playing some really interesting decks that are really well balanced and able to get it done there.
Yep, Kix was at the start of the day in 5th place, and King's Own was in 4th. But now they have swapped places in the rankings of Group B. Finally, Legend came back to life, is able to adjust decks, is able to win games, and gives and brings home a win for Kix.
Yeah, good stuff here from him. That'll do it. Kix defeats King's Own Dragon X. Our next matchup, guys, will be Fob Gaming versus Panos. Stay with us. We'll be back soon. Welcome back to Clash Royale League Asia 2019. We are now on to our last match of the day, Fob Gaming against Panos, after what was an incredible back and forth series between those two teams, between Kix and Kingzone Dragon X. Hard to top that, but Fob is in a lot of trouble right now. Things have not been going well for them ending.
Definitely not. Right now, currently, the reason Paper Thin is saying that it's not going their way is because they are 0 for 3 so far. They are the last place team for Group B right now. On your screen, we have Fob Gaming, Kitashan, Kentsumeshi, sorry, Jack and Donnie, and all these players, they have had some, ups during their games. However, overall, they haven't been able to win the whole match yet. Like their 1v1s, their King of the Hills, their individual performances have been somewhat up to par, but, as a team, they haven't been able to get a win yet.
Yeah, I mean, they've gone to King of the Hill twice against Kix and Chaos Theory, lost both times, and then they just got bopped by OG and Entis.
Yeah.
And so, see if they can turn it around, but my goodness, they have one of the most difficult teams to go up against. Panos, Tengad, Raiki Jones, Rad, Kota, and of course, the venerable Mikan Booya. We'll see what they want to do here today, if they're going to stick Mikan Booya in the 2v2s, which they do a lot, or if he's going to go back to 1v1, which I would love because I love watching him play. Yep. We'll see exactly what lineup they want to run. That's right, Keith Jones. That guy, always always having fun.
Yeah.
And that's why you got to like Panos as well, and why they have a lot of fans. Because they're out here having a good time, and even if they lose, they've got smiles on their face.
Yeah. Not only because, like you said, they are the second place team right now in Group B. They have, their enthusiasm and their, emotions to show. And this is the matchup. We have the Royal Giant Band and the Tornado, obviously.
Yep. Okay, so no Royal Giant shenanigans in 2v2. I know everybody was really excited for more Royal Giant in 2v2.
Yeah.
But no, not so much this time, guys. Yep. And then, all right, Jack versus Rad in the 1v1. The Barbarian Barrel being banned.
Jack is basically saying if you want to use it, just use the log.
You're going to have to use the log. Well,
if you want to really
maybe
replace it.
Maybe he's considering doing a spell bait, a log bait type deck. Yeah. Possibly. I don't know for sure. I mean, you're right. It's just because Bar Barrel is just in almost every deck. So it's so good. And Ice Golem, once again, they tricked us the last time with the Ice Golem. They brought out one of the balloon decks. But
Lava Balloon.
Yeah. Lava Balloon, there's a few others you can run without Ice Golem, of course. But we'll see what that means for Rad and Jack. That leaves the door open for a lot of stuff, including the Dark Prince. He could be making an appearance.
All right.
I've seen a little bit of it.
Well, we'll have to see which team will come out on top here. We have Japan versus Japan here. And unfortunately, the matchup, it's second place team versus the last place team. So we'll see. If Fob Gaming comes out on top here, this is, making a statement saying that, all right, we may be currently the last place team of Group B, but we definitely have potential to move up there because, as you guys all know, Panos is one of the stronger teams in this league right now.
And for Panos, this is kind of a big deal because Chaos Theory is now 4-0.
Yeah.
And you don't want to fall behind them by 2 games with, after 3 weeks, basically. Yeah. That's not good. You need to stay right up there with them to compete for that free pass into the semifinals of the playoffs. So this is big here for Panos and Fob. Both of them in interesting but very different situations. I mean, if Fob goes 0-4 here, that's scary for them. I mean, we have seen teams in the past start off really bad, and then as the season progresses, turn it around and get better.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But you don't want to have to do that. It's not fun.
Yeah, you don't want it.
That's not fun in the beginning. It's fun as you win more. But
and unfortunately, you won't be seeing Mikan Booya on the 1v1. He is up there for that 2v2 with Tengad. So we'll see what happens.
But if we're lucky enough to get a King of the Hill, we will get Mikan Booya. I bet. I would bet. All right, Hog Rider, Zappies. All right, are we going to see that Royal Hogs? Royal Hog stuff here from Panos, Lumberjack. We missed you, Lumberjack. You were banned last time. You're back now.
All right, nice Lumberjack to get that miner away from the Princess Tower.
Yeah, no damage done on that tower by that miner. Dark Knight, just that charge damage.
Yeah, you did it.
Eliminates, doesn't even lose its shield.
Yeah.
Dark Prince, thank you.
But it's okay.
He's not Batman.
Yeah, he's not Batman. He's not riding a Batmobile.
I keep telling myself, Dark Prince, he's not Batman. And then I call him that anyway. He's almost as good as Batman.
Yeah, he is.
Not quite.
He has a shield.
Okay.
He's riding on something. Unfortunately, it's not the Batmobile.
It's a pony. All right.
But either way, we do see the trades going back and forth. Fob Gaming has a little bit more of an advantage because of that Hog Rider just landing a couple of shots.
And this is very Japan. This is very Japan here. These cycle decks. Earthquake, Hog. This Hog Rider, I don't think he's going to make it. There's too much stun for him to get through there. But advantage so far going to Kensameshi and Kita-san.
I think this is going to change it up a little bit. As you were saying, Fob Gaming had the advantage, but now with the Poison Miner coming through on the bottom right, they will have roughly 200 to 300 damage advantage here.
Yeah, this is a good change up here by Mikan Booya and Tengad.
Yeah.
There's the Magic Archer. He's going to get fireballed away. Is what Mikanbuya hanging on to? Is it some kind of bait? Something else, possibly? We'll have to see. Giant skeleton? With no Royal Giant? Don't play a Royal Giant here, Mikanbuya. Okay. We'll see. Yep, there's that Skull Barrel. There's Bomb Tower coming down.
Oh, but the EU is going to cause a lot of problems.
Yeah, this is a lot being delayed here. Rocket is the last card here. Interesting to see a Giant Skeleton in the mix without the Royal Giant. Earthquake coming down here for these double hogs. Neither of them are going to get through. Excellent defense.
Nice. All right, so basically, Panos kind of committed with the Giant Skeletons and everything and just rocketed the Princess Tower just for damage. And they were still able to successfully defend the attack coming from Fob Gaming. This is going to happen again. They're going to force that Giant Skeleton away. And, you know, they're not using that for offense. They're just going to keep everybody on the bridge. And when it dies, the bomb is going to get rid of the rest of the units, and they can just constantly rocket or poison like they're doing.
Yeah, the Giant Skeleton's actually there for defense.
Yeah.
It's not. It's nice if it gets to the tower, but probably not going to. So good timing with that Inferno Tower, the Earthquake used.
Yep, and now they're, there we go, the cycle.
Yep, that'll do it.
Clean.
Good stuff here from Mikanbuya and Ten God of Panos. Very good job there to change up the cycle, find ways to keep those Hog Riders off your Princess Towers. Even with that Earthquake combo, get it done. Yeah, that's really fascinating to see the Giant Skeleton used like that in 2v2. We haven't really seen that a lot.
Yeah.
Where I can even remember.
But it's definitely a way that could always, like, I've always thought, like, Giant Skeleton, yeah, if it reaches the Princess Tower, it's super good.
Yeah.
But if it dies on the bridge and, you know, your opponent had to, you know, put down more than 2 to 3 cards or 2 to 3 units to defend it and it explodes everything away, that's still good.
It's
so
smart.
yeah. So and then everything else is done by spells. You know,
Exactly.
It's done by spells. Like it still is a very good offense/defense.
Right.
And, you know, opening opportunities for your team.
The Zappies are real interesting there as well.
Yeah.
Because typically we don't see Zappies without the Royal Hogs.
Yeah.
So basically you're just delaying the heck out of everything, right? And then they're doing what you said. You're doing some poison chip damage and some other stuff, and then you're just waiting for those rockets.
And it definitely was a clean win for Panos. They also had that Inferno Tower. You can't forget about that. Like, you know, when things started to leak, well, like, you know, a little bit, they especially that Hog Rider, you know, they just ended up putting down the Inferno Tower. Nobody is gonna get through that.
Nope. Nope. Nothing. Ain't no one getting through that.
Nope. Nope.
Well, all right. Game number 2. Is Panos gonna take this, or can Fob get one back here? Let's find out. Good luck. Good luck. Some nice little good manners here. No taunting. Not that anyone takes any of that seriously. Ooh, look at that. Beautiful. Look at the symmetry there. The timing.
Yeah. They were probably like 1, 2, 3, go.
Love it.
All right, Zappies again.
Yeah, Zappies again. I don't expect to see a lot different from Panos. I do expect to see something different from Fob Gaming. Yeah.
But so far, Fob is...
Well, the Bandit's new.
Yeah.
So are they going to maybe throw a P.E.K.K.A. in there or something? Or
it's possible.
maybe a Mega Knight?
It's
you see Mega Knight Royal Hog stuff sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Musketeer. That's a different as well, so...
Yeah, it's a little bit different. They're changing it up. They want to...
Different kind of hog. This giant skeleton...
They might want to use the least possible elixir to defend that giant skeleton.
Great placement on that bomb tower to keep it outside of the poison range. Very nice. All right, that Lumberjack's going to get a swipe. He got one.
All right, so now Fob Gaming, yeah, they changed it up a little bit. They are using less elixir to defend against that, you know, giant skeleton instead of wasting so many units on it and have them end up exploding.
We haven't seen a skeleton barrel yet from Panos. So curious to see what exactly they've got there hidden. There's that giant skeleton for defense in the Inferno Tower. An Earthquake coming down here as well, but the Zappies are down here to slow up the
Hog Rider.
Yep, the Hog Rider, so we can't even get through. Oh, but the dash!
Whoa! And a couple swings as well. So right now, Fob Gaming has that advantage right now regarding the Princess Tower, but that Scale Barrel that you were missing out is here now.
Yep, okay, this time the Miner's placed to try to deal with this Musketeer. Log cleans up what is left of the Skeleton Barrel.
All right,
Comes another Hog push.
Oh, look at how fast that Hog is.
Oh my god, that raged up Hog.
Yeah, it still gets only one swing, but still not bad.
Let's see, there's that Dark Prince to defend. Dash will get rid of the shield of the Dark Prince. The E-Wiz goes to work onto that Mega Minion. A Poison here to deal with it, and the Archer. Bar Barrel says goodbye to the Archer.
All right, here we go. This is a good push right now.
Whoa.
Hog doing a lot of damage with the Earthquake.
And the freeze.
But the freeze. Oh god.
And that was misplaced Inferno Tower because it didn't drag the Hog away.
Unfortunate.
Just one unit for the bomb this time. You're not getting much value out of that.
Okay. All right, now Panos, they want to keep Fob Gaming on their toes by just constantly pushing and not giving them any.
But all you need is Fireball after this.
Exactly.
Fireball, and it's GG. Just need to get that Fireball. There it is. All right, so Fob does turn it around here. They made good adjustments.
All right, so Fob Gaming, fortunately for them, they are able to, like, it was a similar deck, I guess, but not like totally the same.
No.
And the Bandit Dash connecting in the early game kind of bought them breathing room to kind of maneuver around like defensively a little bit to make sure that Panos doesn't, damage their Princess Tower too much before attacking. And it gave them, some time to think about how they want to approach and that Earthquake and the freeze.
Right. And it gives you a little bit of flexibility against stuff like the Zappies and other things, because that dash, you won't get stunned. And then against the Miners here, as you can see, you drop it against those, and then all of a sudden you got a Bandit that wiped out a Miner pretty quickly for you, and then it's going to be able to get its dash going because it's in the back. So yeah, nice changes here. Very good by Fob. But now, Panos' turn. They're taking their timeout. They really want to make sure. We're seeing a lot of timeouts in the 2v2s today. I think teams are really taking the 2v2 seriously.
Exactly. In the first round, Chaos Theory versus Ogenentis, they both used their timeouts, and they just had to go through with their 1v1s because they both of them used it. And now here we see that timeout coming through, as you say. We'll see if Panos and Fob Gaming will kind of change up the decks to seal the deal, because it's 1-1 right now, and getting that one set lead to get into that 1v1 is a good feeling.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. And especially for both these teams going into that 1v1, you're really nervous.
Yeah.
Especially, Fob, of course, we talked about it. Why these teams? Because they're the positions they're in. Why it's important for them to get the win today. So Fob, let's see what they want to do. I don't know if they're going to change much up. That seems like a pretty well-balanced setup they had there. I think Mikan, Booyah, and Tengat are going to throw a curveball here. I don't think they're going to do Giant Skeleton Barrel.
Yeah.
That's a lot of skeletons.
Yeah, a lot of skeletons. But yeah, I think I agree with you. Fob definitely in game 2, with the adjustments that has been made after game 1, was a deck that was pretty stable, especially against Panos right now. So I think it's Panos' job to kind of throw that curveball, as you say, to seal the deal. Unless if they're unable to do that, Fob Gaming is just gonna take it away.
And if you're not gonna throw a curveball, you're gonna have to add something like guards or something like that to deal with that Bandit.
Yeah.
You need something that can effectively resist that Bandit's charge. All right, let's get into it. Game number 3, set number 1, Panos versus Fob Gaming. We'll see what we got. Then you drop a Hog Rider. Yeah, no one's surprised. There you go. Exactly what I said. The guards need to be in there. They're good. They're so versatile on defense.
Yeah. They are so good. But here we go. We do see the Eagles put down early in here.
Zap.
And the zap.
An Inferno Dragon. That's an interesting twist. There we go. Okay, so yep, there's the curveball.
Yeah, there is that curveball.
Yep. That Inferno Dragon. That's not bueno. That's not what you want. You want that. It's okay if the Princess Tower is going to town, but not okay if it's back there. All right, so.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh, they have to use the Ice Spirit, because if that charge gets in, Oh, double
But
earthquake.
double earthquake is gonna just open up.
Oh, this is
the
big.
road.
This is big. There is they have
Defensive
to use
freeze, and
There's a hunter.
offensive poison,
There's a hunter in there somewhere.
and the lumberjack. All right,
He gets deleted though.
but they do clean out the 2 supports in the back. But yeah, like you said, the golem.
This is
Yeah,
bad.
this is bad.
This is bad for Fob. They do not have a lot of it. They did not have a lot of elixir. Oh boy. So freeze. We've seen them use that with the Hogs before in game number 1.
2.
2.
Yeah.
Game number 2. Excuse me. Game number 2.
Just now, freeze was good.
Yeah. Not much.
bad.
Yeah.
bad.
It's all right.
No, bomb tower, infernal tower, same tower.
It's all the same.
Yeah,
No.
it's the same tower, kind of.
Somewhere there's nerds raging.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But there we go. The double
Yeah.
earthquake is gonna get rid of that.
The
Fast.
coordination here
Yeah.
between.
Oh my gosh, and the EU is just
Oh my
eliminated
gosh.
by
Oh
the
no.
prince.
Oh no.
This is
This is what? Fob's got to have something huge up their sleeve, like maybe a balloon here or something. I don't know.
something to tie this up, like to change things up.
Yeah, I just don't know how they're gonna get through. There's that bomb tower once again. And
All right,
an
they have an
earthquake,
earthquake for themselves as
but
well. Not good enough.
nope, it's not enough. They're playing great defense. Panos is. The guards were a great addition here, although there is no bandit.
All right,
this
that
time. There's the
freeze.
freeze.
Yep.
Great placement there to keep a couple units out of the freeze there, so the hog doesn't just get wail away on there for free. Now the bad news for Panos, they have to defend, because if this defense doesn't work and they lose that tower,
Yeah,
they had a big disadvantage on the other side.
exactly.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, it's raged! It does not get there. And that is it. Panos does it with the
Crazy.
golem.
Crazy double earthquake golem.
Yeah, double
If you-
prince.
If you let that happen twice, then it's over. You know, the two earthquakes landing on the Princess Tower itself is so much damage to start with. But that first push where, you know, the golem gets all the way to the tower alive in one piece.
Yep.
That was huge.
Yeah, if that golem gets to a tower in one piece,
Yeah.
like you said, that's bad news. That is not something you want, because you're getting the explosion or the death damage
Yeah.
from turning into the golemites, and then
Yeah.
the golemites get their chance, and they do death damage as well. It's all kinds of bad. Not as bad as a giant skeleton getting there, but it's bad.
It's still bad.
It's bad.
Yeah, it's definitely bad. But yeah, let's look at the highlights, because the first time we did see that hunter go down, right? Or was this?
There
not the
was
game?
a hunter in the last game. This is
This is set 1.
yeah, this is game 1. So yeah.
Yeah, but
They did have a hunter, but it got just absolutely obliterated because they had to put it behind the golem
to
to make sure it would hit just the golem, because you need to get all those pellets, but then there was something behind it, and I can't remember exactly what it was.
Dark Prince was there from what I remember. There was 2
Could
units
be.
behind.
Yeah, there was
golem.
something there, yeah.
But either way, the hunter unfortunately was unable to delete the golem. It got rid of the other 2 support units in the back of the golem, but it's still not.
That's not what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see this moment. I think it's about to happen right here. The hunter comes up behind you. You're right, there was a Dark Prince and an E-Wiz. So the freeze, and then, okay, and then the hunter. Okay, I see. All right.
So either way,
Double earthquake.
Yeah, the double earthquake. I think double earthquake. I think 2 to 3 times on the Princess Tower is just so much damage.
Yeah, I think if you're going to run Earthquake in 2v2, you have to run double, because one Earthquake isn't enough to get rid of the Inferno Tower before it destroys your big whatever it is.
Yeah.
Whatever your siege unit is. All right. Well, Jack, it's up to you, buddy. You need to save Fob from 0-4.
Oh no.
And he has banned the Barbarian Barrel. I almost read the Korean version of that because I was looking at it on my paper.
How do you say it in Korean?
Babarian Tong. I can read.
Yeah.
I can read Hangul.
All right. Well, yeah, we do have the Barbarian Barrel ban and the Ice Golem ban on the side of Panos. And like, I gotta say, Jack, his record right now this season isn't that impressive yet.
Nope.
So he has
Well,
to.
nobody.
Not
Yeah,
yet.
we'll
Well,
see.
yeah, that is true. Yeah. Well, yeah.
It's just
Fob
not-
is 0-3, so yeah, they all need to start winning And
Yeah.
Jack especially needs to win this set to keep them in the game, to go to King of the Hills. If not, Panos.
Jack has beaten Onion on kicks, and that is it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's losses across the board for him.
Yep. Yeah, that one win that he had in 1v1 was that
Right.
win against Onion, and I don't know. We'll see what happens today because he's going up against Rad, who has had a pretty good run so far.
Yeah, Rad's all of Panos. Very good at 1v1. So, let's get it on. Set number 2, game number 1. Let's do it. Jack, we believe. We're sending our energy. I'm sending it to Rad too because I like him as well.
All right, Archers.
Yeah. Okay, so with Jack, Archers leads you to. Okay, yep, mortar. Yep, I was gonna say Explorer mortar.
All right, we have mortar down.
Maybe a Hog Rider type thing, but yeah. Yep. Okay, there's the log.
Knight is put down as well to tank the Dark Prince.
Yep,
and the mortar does lock on. I think it's gonna get at least 2 shots here.
Yeah, it's gonna get at least 2.
There we go.
I don't.
No, it's not gonna get there. No, it's not gonna.
Yeah.
But still, 2 shots on the mortar is definitely a good start for Jack.
Yep,
and
there's
the miner.
miner.
Okay.
Yep. Pretty normal. Tornado here from Rad. So Rad's got a couple things he could have up his sleeve here. Could even be a golem, but maybe not.
Okay. Log just a cycle. Jack bans the Barbarian Barrel just to log.
He's like, it's total mind
Yeah,
games here.
yeah.
Your opponent's thinking, well, why are you banning Barbarian Barrel? It's like, well, just so I can use log. It does.
Yeah. I like log better.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, here we go. The attack is coming from Rad this time, though.
Yep,
Nice.
the Knight, an excellent unit to buy you time. One of my favorite cards. I love the Knight.
That's why you call him the Dark Knight sometimes.
No!
It's like you want them to be
No,
knights.
he's the Dark Prince. I know it.
You want everybody just to be knights.
Don't get in my head. Ending. There it is. There's the
All
golem
right,
here.
there is that golem that you were talking about. Oh, nice guards just to negate the damage from the miner.
Yep. So far, it's advantage Jack, but that's kind of what you expect in Mortar, but you do not want to see a golem. That's actually, it's not, it's, with these decks, like Mortar and Expo, it's not ideal. But pretty decent damage being done so far to this golem. Those archers really do a lot of damage. So the golemites are out, and they are going to get anywhere.
Look at this, the Mega Minion and the Baby Dragon already locked on. Mega Minion didn't lock on yet, but still doing a lot of damage.
But this Knight, he's getting a lot of value.
Oh yeah.
And he hits pretty hard too, so. All right, Mortar locks on to the golem. You're using the log there to get rid of those shields from the Dark Prince and the guards.
Nice Ice Spirit gets rid of the 3 guards that had no shield and holds the Dark Prince in place.
Okay, one Golemite's gonna get a punch in.
Enough yet. It's still not good. I don't think.
It's just not quite enough yet. This is great defense from Jack.
Great defense and chip damage from the log, from the miner, and look at the health on the top right. Princess Tower.
Great timing. Oh, top left as well.
Yeah,
the Knight gets in there and he hits hard.
3 hits.
Yeah. These archers do sneaky amounts of damage. Okay, the lightning this time to
All
erase the mortar. Okay, another one dropped right away though.
Cycle. The mortar cycle.
Yep.
I like that.
I just thought of that today.
Yeah.
I was like, I can be funny, guys. I swear. All right, so now that's a little more damage. So these pushes much more effective for Rad that time around with the lightning.
Yeah, exactly. With the elixir being doubled here, he can just work around that golem cycles as well.
Yep, Baby Dragon. The Knight here trying to buy some time. There is that lightning again. The Ice Spirit delaying.
Ooh.
Oh, that is such good placement of that mortar.
Oh, if that locked onto the Princess Tower instead of the guards, it would have been amazing.
Oh, what a change here from Jack. That was so smart. This is great. The way these two players are going back and forth.
Oh my god.
It's so good.
And the crazy cycle that Jack is doing right now.
Oh, okay. Well, get your King Tower activated.
But still, look at the HP. 570 right now. So you know, he can still keep going with the miner, the log, and the fireball if necessary, but still a minute and 20 seconds left for Jack to defend.
Yeah, I'm not so sure we have enough time here for Rad. He's got to make one of these pushes work. And he is able to protect his tower effectively up in the top right with that
The 2 knights.
Dark Prince placement.
And the fireball lands.
Oh, and the fireball.
Yeah, this
now
cycle.
now we need a fireball. Now he just needs to cycle the fireball. So I think Rad, I don't know if he's going to find a way to get in here. I think at this point, he had a log of his own in the back, but he never had a real chance to use it. There's the fireball. Jack.
All right.
With this mortar, keeping things alive here. For Fob Gaming, a big win for them.
Wow, that was, you know, it was going back and forth. Jack was doing crazy fast rotations. We saw like 2 mortars come out like back to back. But Rad had, you know, he started kind of pushing back Jack into almost a corner when it was double elixir time, with the golems constantly rotating around as well. But Jack, he had continual chip damage going from the beginning of the match that, you know, the chip damage ended up killing that Princess Tower deck.
Right, and then moving that mortar after the mortar got lightning.
Yeah.
Moving it up there like that.
Oh,
and
yeah.
dragging the golem away. So smart. So heads up by Jack.
Yeah.
And another problem that Rad's deck had was that he doesn't have anything that just nukes archers, right? And that's, you know, that's normal in this deck.
Well, he had to have that lightning just in case because it is a golem deck, so that's understandable. But I gotta say, the knights and the mortar pulls was just amazing.
And it's
the placements for Jack.
So good. Yeah. Sneaky amounts of damage is from those units, right? Like the archers and the knight.
Yeah.
Sneaky amount of damage.
They're cheap units that could add up in damage, as we saw. And that moment where 2 knights were put down by Jack, at one point, they just deleted the gold.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's see what changes here. Game number 2. Jack in the blue. Rad in the red. And we get the baby dragon emote there. Let's see what we got this time. I feel like these teams aren't going to play the same thing twice in a row.
Yeah.
I feel like that was just a weird
moment.
Yeah, moment.
We got the zap at the
miner here from Lumberjack.
Nice Lumberjack defense.
Yep, very good Lumberjack placement.
All right, so definitely not the same deck from both sides.
Yep. Minions. Ice Golem.
The E-Wiz.
Okay.
All right, is Ice stronger or Lightning stronger
lightning
in real life?
We know.
No, in real life.
Oh, in real life? I don't know.
I still think Ice. I mean, electric is stronger.
I think so. Yeah. I think.
Water versus lightning. Right? right? Like, who's gonna think water is stronger?
Yeah. Nobody. Okay, Bandit here.
Ooh, he's gonna split.
Yep. Good split. Good split.
Oh, he's gonna let.
Oh,
okay. Oh,
tornado,
he was waiting for that pull up. The
oh,
right side.
Man, but those minions.
The right side, yeah.
Oof. Oof.
That was close.
Yeah. Still quite a bit of damage.
Jack just waited just to activate the King Tower. Like, let's hope that it was worth it for taking the damage on both sides.
Right.
Slowly it's gonna open up more ways for Rad to, you know, kind of strategize for left or right.
Right. Right. It gives Rad a little flexibility. I mean, it's nice to have the King Tower activated. The damage is substantial. The extra damage you get.
Yeah.
But we'll see. They're both just kind of hiding those last couple of cards here.
What if it's like it's a lava again for Jack? Okay.
I was thinking both players had something pretty heavy.
Yeah,
I was going to say either P.E.K.K.A. or Mega Knights.
There we go.
This. And it makes sense.
P.E.K.K.A.
Especially with the Bandit there. But, man, the Miner's getting a little extra damage again. And the Inferno's locked on. Ooh, but he's taken out there because of the Mega Minion.
Oh, here we go. The push.
There's a balloon.
So, all right, so it is a balloon in a way. Not a
little bit different than what you were expecting.
Yeah, P.E.K.K.A.
Yeah. Okay, you're using that balloon to get it up there, and it gets a
One drop.
Is it
2
drops. 2, 3.
Oh my God, the rage.
The rage of
Oh no, it was a
P.E.K.K.A.
P.E.K.K.A. Okay.
The P.E.K.K.A.'s below it as well.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. This is disaster if you're Rad, because P.E.K.K.A against Mega Knight is
it's
just
the worst.
Yeah, it's just not great.
Nope, not gonna work.
Wow, Jack waiting for the right moment to spring his trap, and he does it.
Wow.
He takes down Rad, and we get to go to a King of the Hill between these two teams. Huge
right.
clutch performance from Jack. Is that a T?
I don't know.
Like timeout? Like
I don't know.
or maybe I think he actually made. I could be wrong. I think he made, because he stuck. Notice how he like stuck his thumb out, right?
Yeah.
I think he made. It's a kanji symbol.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
But either way, congrats to Jack. 2-0. He gets that win, clean win, and takes both Fob Gaming and Panos to King of the Hill. I'm gonna be honest. I did not expect this game to go this close.
Yeah.
To be honest, because of Panos being such a strong team on paper and on in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Wow.
Big win here for
Wow.
Jack. Big win.
Jack definitely proving himself.
I mean, we know he's a really good player. I mean,
Yeah.
his trophy count is pretty high. So he's quite good. But I mean, this was really, especially game 1, he played so well.
Yeah.
So smart. In game number 2, he just baited. He baited out that Mega Knight and then let his P.E.K.K.A do the rest. And the balloon that was crazy.
Yeah, the P.E.K.K.A Loon, we haven't seen that deck come out in CRL Asia yet.
Not this year.
Is the first time, yeah. This
Not
is
this
definitely
year.
the first time. Now that we've seen it, maybe we'll see it a little bit more.
We're getting a lot of really unique stuff. Like new, kind of twists on the meta.
Yeah.
Little variations here and there. Like when you play Ice Wizard Lumberjack, that really doesn't make you think P.E.K.K.A necessarily. There is a balloon P.E.K.K.A deck that uses freeze that I haven't seen that I would love to see, and that has Lumberjack Nato in it as well.
Okay.
So this is kind of a variation on that a little bit.
All right, well, this is the King of the Hill entry, as you guys can see. Jack is going to be up right away once again. Raiki Jones for Panos, though. It's his first game today. We'll see how he does. And then we have Donnie, and then Kentsumeshi on the left, Rad, and Mikambuya for the final boss on the right.
Rod. That's probably how they say it.
You think so?
Oh yeah, well it's
Not
because
Rad?
well yeah, because the A sound
Yeah.
in Japanese and Korean is the same. It's ah.
Yeah, okay.
Rod.
No, but I'm pretty sure he made the name to be said as Rad.
Yes, of
So,
course.
yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Rod.
Yeah. But Rad,
Yeah.
yeah. Rod's
Yeah.
a boy's name.
Yeah.
Rad is this excellent Clash Royale player.
Yeah.
Yeah, bug on me. Go away.
All right, well, yep, we again have the Barbarian Barrel banned for this King of the Hill.
Yeah, they don't like the Barbarian
Yeah.
Barrel. They like, no, we're using logs.
Yeah, we're logging.
Logs.
We're
We
going
want to
back
chip
to
you to
old
death.
school.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jack is first, which is crazy.
Uh-huh.
He's going to go against Raiki Jones. Raiki this season, you've seen him.
Yeah.
He's been around. He's been playing some 2v2 though. He has not played any 1v1s, but he is a very good 1v1 player. I'm actually surprised we haven't seen more of him
Yeah.
in the 1v1s. Last season he was incredibly good for Panos.
Alright.
Like basically between him and Mikan Boya, it was like you're just gonna win 1v1s all the time.
Well, timeout has been called. Look at this.
Oh, they still have one.
Yeah,
That's
they
right.
had-
Bob
they-
still had a
yeah, they
timeout.
just
Well,
used
yeah,
the timeout from the
because
start.
yeah, he just finished. So
He just finished. And right now he's 2-0 from his set 2. And watch him just go 3-0 here.
oh,
That would be crazy.
to see some player win 5 in a row.
Yeah,
would
5
be
in a
so
row.
cool.
Yeah, 5-0.
Oh,
back
man.
to back to back to back to back.
Do it, Jack. I believe. I am in on that.
Like he has the momentum right now, and the fact that he's first, like he's just staying up there. Like he has that momentum running.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Like we'll see if Raiki Jones is able to cut that momentum off here. If not, we may.
Just
We may.
run the table
Yeah.
in 1v1s. I mean, that would be one of the coolest things we've ever seen
Yeah, definitely.
in Clash Royale League Asia. That would just be so fun and so hype. I would love that. But Raiki's here. This guy is quite good. We haven't seen him in any 1v1s this season, just a 2v2. We'll see what he's got here. Jack, well, we've seen a bit of him. And then it'll be Donnie and Kentsumeshi to round out Fob's lineup if we need to get to that. And same bands, right? Same bands, so whatever.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
it doesn't really affect the decks that much other than you're just kind of swapping out different cards.
They are the small, cheap cycle units that you would use, but
Right.
we'll have to see.
Right, it's like, you know, instead of, so like for the Hog Rider Earthquake deck, right, you're not going to use the Ice Golem, you're going to use Valkyrie instead if you want to play that, and all that kind of stuff. All right, we are about ready. The players are putting on their headphones, getting ready for this very, very, very important King of the Hill. I am Reiki with the big sigh there. He's a little nervous. Getting ready for those 1v1s. First time this season for him. Let's do it, guys. Game 1 between Jack and Reiki Jones.
Reiki Jones definitely doesn't want to give Jack a 3-0 win streak right now.
No. He's definitely good enough to do it. No doubt. No doubt. All right, Ice Spirit. Are we going to see another Mortar or something like that? Yelp. Maybe. Looks like it. We'll see. Right, Jones. Well, that's something heavy.
Ewis and Bandit equals heavy units coming down for
Basically.
sure. It's like,
Usually it's just like, okay, if you're using those two, then you pretty much feel like there's something heavy coming behind it.
ooh,
Offense
nice.
Poison just to cycle some cards. There's that Dark Prince that's showing up in a lot of decks these days.
Why do I smell a hog again?
It could be, but it's most likely Mortar. It's almost identical to the deck he ran in game number 1. Oh, it's Expo.
It's Expo. Okay.
You rarely see Expo without the Ice Golem here, so he's giving it a go. A little bit of a curveball here from Jack.
Mega Knight, though. This time. Oh, but
With an Inferno Tower.
I was going to say, a Mega Knight Inferno Dragon against an Expo is pretty good.
Yeah.
On the side of Mega Knight and
Right.
Inferno Dragon.
Right.
But that Inferno Tower is definitely a twist.
Yeah,
here.
that is crazy. Definitely Jack trying to throw another curveball here at us.
All right. Well,
He just makes you believe it's the Mortar, and then he's like, nope, Expo. So basically, the idea here, I guess, is that your Knight is kind of like your switch out for the Ice Golem that's normally in the Expo, and then you have Inferno Tower in there as well instead of Tesla.
there we go. We'll see if it'll work out. Would have been better if the Archer was behind the Knight.
Yeah. Yeah, you would prefer that. But he makes his way up there, but she gets damaged by the splash. Anyway, a defensive Expo has to be used here.
Ooh. Oh, he wanted to pull it, but it still works out either way.
It was fine.
Yeah.
Inferno Tower here. This is a very, very tight game.
Yeah.
Barely any damage done. Just excellent defense all around.
Oh my gosh.
What has he got ready for it? Yep. Mega Knight.
This is what sucks when you're expoing. Like Mega Knight and Inferno Dragon.
Right. All right.
Ooh, but that was a
Doesn't get the jump
good
damage.
pull though. Yeah, that was a good pull with the Ice Spirit.
He does get the jump damage on the damage onto the Inferno Tower, but he gets pulled over the other side by that Knight. Oh my goodness, incredible.
That was a dumb Mega Knight, unfortunately. He was just going left and right, and he's like, oh, which one do I jump on?
The pull range is so huge on
Jack. That's credits to Jack, though. Like, he knew where to place them exactly just to pull.
His placements are just unreal.
Yeah.
Unreal
like,
good.
we see a lot of this coming with the P.E.K.K.A., right? Like, it's easy to make the P.E.K.K.A. dumb.
Yeah.
But the Mega Knight, oh my gosh, that was great.
Yeah. All right.
He's starting the log.
I like
log chip.
The log chip is real here, and a fireball into all that.
And the
mess.
Knight.
Okay, there's a miner in here now as well, going to town. Jump is coming,
Oh my
but
gosh,
it just in time with those skeletons. But that miner damage kind of equaling things out here. 1998, the year some of these players were born. Most of them were actually like 2000. All right, switching sides. This is crazy close.
Yeah. Oh
I have no idea.
Like, Jack's defense is crazy.
And Reiki Jones is just going right at it.
I smell the nice Spirit on the left.
Yep. Okay, that Dark Knight gets into that Ice Spirit. Ooh, the log being used here. So no jump damage. But the miner.
Yeah, the miner is definitely doing that chip damage now.
Yep.
gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, look at that.
Whoa.
It's
And it gets pulled because of the Ice Spirit, but it does get the jump damage onto the Inferno.
Unfortunately, the zap is not gonna. It's not gonna allow it to kill off the Mega Knight, but still a great defense.
This is crazy good.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, the Dark Prince on the left.
Oh no, the Expo connects on the top right.
Oh.
He's got nothing for it.
But the Infernal Dragon connects, and there we go. The zap is going to take it off. Oh my gosh. Jack, his defense is crazy right now.
This is nuts. All right, just bridge spamming the Bandit, trying to see if he can catch Jack a little off guard. Force a defensive Expo here.
Yeah.
He
knows like 50 seconds, he's gonna.
Yeah. He's gonna win.
Just gonna, just fireball.
Yep.
Log.
Yep. He can outspell damage him just a little bit.
Yeah,
just a little bit.
Exactly. And you notice that if that poison was a little bit on the left side for Raiki Jones for the left Princess Tower,
yeah,
I think he would have had a better chance.
This is. There's gonna have to be another Inferno possibly coming down.
Oh no,
there's plenty of damage.
Pull it,
yeah, there's plenty. Never mind. There was plenty of damage.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Jack's
gosh.
defense is crazy.
So
20 seconds, a log and a fireball is going to seal the deal because Raiki Jones' poison and zap is not going to match up.
It's not enough.
And he's already behind.
He's got to try and find a way to get units in,
Oh
but
my
Jack has all these units he can use to just distract this Mega Knight for days. Okay, wait.
But the miner.
Poison in the bottom left. Zap. I don't think it's quite enough. That will be game for Jack.
Oh my gosh.
Just barely.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Jack.
Wow.
What happened?
Wow.
Jack is OP right now.
He is so good. His placements are insane. The way he kites units is just incredible. Become giving him a pat on the back. It was a good try. What a game.
Yeah. Wow. Like nothing against Raiki Jones. Like he did his best.
Yes.
Like he definitely did.
He played
his
great.
Best. Yeah.
But Jack just played better.
Yeah, exactly. Look at that Mega Knight just being dumb right there. I think it's a drunk Mega Knight. He definitely drank some stuff before he came to work.
Yeah, normally it's the Mecha that's going on that, but yeah. Man,
oh my God.
Fun game. Really, really fun game. And then there was that moment where the Expo locked on the tower. That was huge.
Yeah, that definitely fun.
Getting that in there is basically what got him the game. And good timing with that fireball to basically know it's gonna hit with time with just no time left, basically. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Now Jack is going up against
rematch.
Rad. It's a rematch, yeah.
Rematch.
Oh my gosh! I'm still speechless from all of that. Like,
that's 3 in a row for him.
Yeah, and we know that Jack is well known for that 2.6 Hawk cycle, so he's used to the cheap cycle decks, and he's shown us that if he can make a cheap cycle deck work, it's him.
Yeah, he's really, really good at doing that. Just so fun to watch. Those placements are so good. All right, Rad. We're going to have to try something a little different here against Jack. What are you thinking? I liked the Golem, but I think a different variation of that would have been maybe better to bring.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. Maybe the Lumberjack version.
It's possible. We'll have to see. It seems like they're discussing stuff. No more timeout, so each player will just get 1 minute to adjust. This is game 2 of King of the Hills. Let's see if Jack. Oh my gosh! So right now Jack is 3-0 basically because he's continuing from his 1v1 right away into King of the Hills.
He's basically won a King of the Hill by himself.
Yeah, basically.
Crazy. Okay, this is game number 2. Jack versus Rad, the rematch of our 1v1 set. Let's do it. I am loving Jack's play right now. This is really, really fun to watch.
All right.
You are on fire, Jack.
Definitely.
You're on fire. All right, skeletons again. Which?
All right, logs.
What are we getting? Are we getting Expo or Mortar this time? Which one? Which one do you want to do? Or is he going to do like the 2.6 cycle?
Oh,
okay.
Goblin.
Ah, okay.
All
right, fine. You can do log bait.
Yeah, we see the princess. It's happening. I love the fact that now the princess is gonna. not miss units because the projectile is way faster.
It's so good.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
The skeletons that come out of that tombstone are no longer safe.
Nope.
From the princess's fury.
Oh.
Yep. Just doing Jack things there. Okay. Good placement on the Ewis. He knows that with that Ice Spirit coming in, most likely those gobs are going to be in the front.
And this log, it's going to add on the chip.
Chip, 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 chip. That's what we do. I didn't look. Okay, I haven't looked at Rad's hand, I swear.
Yeah.
I can't tell exactly what that card on the left is. He's been saving it.
Yeah.
He's a little nervous. Hands are a little shaky there. Okay, there's a lightning in there, so I assume it's Royal Giant.
Oh.
Ooh, just in time.
That gob barrel might have taken a swing, but it didn't. Yep.
Just distract, distract, distract is the name of Jack's game. Oh!
Exactly, and the chips.
Yep. They make long games.
Yeah.
They're fun games.
Yeah.
Yep. Good placement of those rascals, keeping
All right, there
that
we
princess
go.
safe. Okay.
Kind of committing. Oh!
Ooh, just in time with the
Oh,
guards.
no, the goblins!
Oh, no! Oh,
Yeah,
my gosh!
that's what I was saying. No log.
The princess.
Let's go.
Oh, my God.
The 3 goblins were alive. I was like, where's the log?
Where are we
coming
going to... Yeah.
from? Now Jack has to defend. That's it. He's gonna have a rocket to just finish the game. Oh my God! Look at that furnace.
Oh, no. Okay, this time the guards get there. There is a little bit of damage done.
Yeah, one goblin was able to land.
He's got to find... Brad's got to find a way to get this Royal Giant down. Okay, finally. We're getting it down.
Yeah,
a rocket on top of it.
There we go. The rocket on top. We're almost half health down. Almost. Not all of it.
A couple more logs and another rocket, or if one of these
Yeah, it's 9 seconds though.
Oh.
But the nice
Well,
log.
we got overtime. Yeah. Test the tower. Another annoying defense.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. Just eliminated.
Yeah, that one.
He's got to bridge spam the Royal Giant.
Yeah. He's definitely giving Jack too much time because he has a quick cycle deck, and if you put the Royal Giant in the pack, it's gonna allow him to counter for the first couple seconds.
There it is.
There we go.
There it is. Guards down right away.
But look at this. 590.
Yeah, 590.
590 with the
And
log.
then, okay, not quite enough.
Still.
Yeah,
Very
not,
soon. Yeah,
not
very
quite enough
soon.
for the rocket. It's close. Another log and then a rocket.
Yeah.
Will do it. Or one more princess shot as well. Or any stabs. Good. Good log. Good log. Okay.
All right, there we go.
Got a log to back it up.
Oh, rocket.
Rocket time.
432 damage.
Rocket
Here we
time.
Go.
One more elixir. There it goes. Jack is absolutely
my
dismantling
gosh.
Panos. Just dismantling them.
Jeez.
This guy is putting on a show, ladies and gentlemen.
What is happening?
Get everybody in here, you know. Because this guy might
Oh
do
my
something
gosh.
unprecedented.
All right, so he is 4-0.
Yes.
2-0 from his 1v1 in set 2. Continuing as the first man in King of the Hill.
Yeah.
2 wins in King of the Hill right away. That's 4-0 just in
This
one day.
is
That's already impressive.
this is already bananas.
Yeah.
And it's about to get really, really crazy. Like, get out there and get anyone who likes Clash Royale at all in here.
Oh my
Right now.
gosh.
So good. Oh my gosh. I am beyond fired up right now. I just cannot believe this.
Like, to be honest, like the first match of King of the Hills was crazy.
So
I think it was crazier than this, to be honest.
Yes.
But to continue the win streak in the game 2 is just, oh my god, it's getting me speechless.
He's unbelievable.
Yeah.
His ability to place these units in proper ways that just drags everything around and kites everybody around.
Yeah.
My goodness. All right, now though, the final boss of Panos. The man, the myth, the legend himself. If anyone can stop this crazy stuff, it's this guy right here, Mikan Booyah. You gotta assume, right, that Jack is going some kind of cycle deck.
Yeah.
That's pretty much, not completely, he did play P.E.K.K.A one time. But it feels like he's quite comfortable in these cycles. So what do you think?
Well, yeah,
What do you
like,
do if you're Mikan?
well, like, to be honest, like, yeah, Mikambuya, he's more well-rounded in a way compared to Jack, because Jack is definitely better and more comfortable with the super fast cycle decks. So Mikambuya, being the more versatile, opponent to Jack, I think he definitely has to just focus on defending Jack's cycle. Because if you defend the cycle well, the leftover units will go past through the bridge and back it up with the extra units that you will get from that the elixir that you save up. So I think defending Jack's cycle in a way is the more important part that Mikambuya needs to focus, but not by spells, with units.
Yeah, I think you're right.
You kind of understand what I'm saying, right?
Absolutely, absolutely 100%. I like that. Well, here we go. This could be it. Jack going for the 5-0 dream against Mikambuya. I now really understand this goblin barrel, the barbarian barrel.
Yeah,
ban. I really understand it now, because you have that extra unit that gets left over, and that's a little more difficult to deal with than with just log. Yep.
Right.
Okay.
Well, there we go. Finally, Jack brings out a hog.
Yep.
One
Prince
hit.
here, just one. Minor from the Mikambuya.
Knight on the right. The log and the Mega Minion for the Prince on the left.
So
but that minor.
Probably, this is probably Inferno Tower. There's probably a poison sitting behind this somewhere, maybe. So minor Prince Musketeer is usually just, and then that's it. Then there's usually like spells and like an Inferno Tower hanging out behind this.
We'll have to see. But that minor definitely did a lot more than, oh my gosh. Yeah.
Okay, Earthquake.
Yeah, so Mikambuya is definitely going to just kind of do the similar thing that Jack has been doing. Just he's going to defend with the Prince. And obviously he's not going to even expect the Prince to go to the tower. But the minor and the Earthquake chip is going to be what Mikambuya is going to look for to win.
Yeah. And maybe there's not an Inferno Tower back there. Usually with Musketeer, Minor, Prince, there is.
Yeah.
But maybe not. Musketeer, she hits hard.
Like Mikan definitely could have a giant there. That's why he has the Earthquake as well. He has a Prince. It's possible.
That's actually a good point.
Yeah. But he's just not going to use it because, they're both kind of...
You probably wait till double elix.
Yeah.
Yeah, good call. Yeah. Very good call.
Right. But that hog... Oh, you don't want it to swing.
Whoa.
3 swings.
Why?
4. Oh,
what are we doing? Well, you used all your elixir, but...
Yeah, but still, like,
this
couldn't do anything.
This push had better work.
But I think, Jack landing the rocket on that Prince.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
No, it's not okay.
It's not okay.
It's not okay.
It's not okay. That knight gets one punch.
The rocket landing on that Prince and the Princess Tower.
I'm renaming Giant One Punch Man because that's all it ever gets in our league.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Earthquake. All right, now it's time for the bridge.
Bridge spam. All right, what do we got for defense? Good rocket there.
Yeah, Jack doesn't need to use it on the Princess Tower because he knows he's...
This is bad for Jack. Okay, he has to use the tornado.
Yeah, this is not bad. If there was a Prince in the back, it would have been bad.
Yes.
But yeah, now
it's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Bam. Now he's got a Prince in the back.
That double ice whiz. Double. It's like, all right, you're gonna crawl.
That's so ridiculous. He's having to use these rockets defensively, which is nice for Mikambuya. It's allowing him
and the minor, look at that.
Oh boy, the minor getting a lot of swings. There goes the Hog Rider. Mikambuya doesn't have anything there for the Hog Rider. This is it. It's just a rocket. It's all he needs, and then he's gonna do it. Just the rocket. I don't know.
Look at him.
Here comes the minor. He has to defend. He didn't get the right placement.
Oh no,
with that knight, but he gets it off there with the log. Just the rocket. One more elixir. There it goes.
Oh my god.
Oh, no way. He did it.
5-0.
Unreal.
Jack, look at him.
I mean,
5-0. That's
what?
It. I'm done.
No way. This is madness. Jack wins both of his games in the 1v1 set. Then all kills. Panos of all teams.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think this is wow.
Just, that's the best thing you'll ever see on Clash Royale.
Yeah.
That's it.
5-0.
Yeah.
Like, where else do you see a 5-0 in a pro league?
Because usually you put your best player at the end.
Yeah.
But they're like, nah, we'll put him first.
I feel bad for Donnie and Kensumishi. like even
they didn't get to do anything.
Like, especially Donnie, like, he was second at least.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Kensumishi at least got to play in the 2v2.
Yeah.
You know, he got to play a little bit. Oh, my goodness.
All right, guys.
Gutsy performance from Jack.
Jack, 5-0 today. I think he just made history.
Just unbelievable stuff.
Like,
if you stuck around for today's matchups, you got a real treat. Wow. Wow. All the blue teams won.
Oh, gosh. Okay,
Again.
I just noticed. I didn't think about that.
There's something about that blue side, man. I'm telling you what.
Yeah.
It's like there's no real rhyme or reason to it.
Well, Fob Gaming went from 0-3 to 1-3 now.
And this knocks Panos to 2-2.
Yeah.
So
OG and Entis and Panos are tied regarding the match wins.
Yeah.
OG and Entis lost today,
And
who were 2-1.
And Kix.
Yeah.
Kix won, right?
Yeah, Kix won.
Yeah.
So now Kix
So
is
now
2-2 as well.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, God.
The Group B standings. Chaos Theory all alone on top. Then it's Panos because they have a better sets
Yep.
ratio.
Set game, yeah.
Sets to games. Then Kix, OG and Entis, Kingzone Dragon X, and Fob Gaming, though, turning it around with an unbelievable, utterly unbelievable performance.
Yeah, it's Jack Gaming for today.
Jeez.
It's not Fob Gaming, it's Jack Gaming.
Jack Gaming.
Just for today, you know? It's just I think it deserves a name change at least for like an hour or something. Because Jack, literally, he was the only one gaming.
Yeah. I am just so thrilled right now. That was so fun.
Oh,
It was incredible stuff. It's so fun to be a part of moments like that. That's what makes esports great.
Yeah, and G-Cliff is probably just watching.
G-Cliff is probably at home like,
he's
no!
like, oh no, the moment I missed it.
Ah, G-Cliff.
Yeah, you're at home. But yeah, all the games today were pretty good. It's
really good.
Even the first game, OG and Entis versus Chaos Theory. Chaos Theory being a very strong team, they still didn't go any sweeps. They didn't win. They did go 2-0, but still, it was a loose win-win. A lose win-win for both the sets. So, you know, all the games were pretty good today.
Really good.
And it was building up.
And the
to the finale.
Kix versus Kingzone Dragon X series was crazy good. And then we got that for to end things, to end the day as well. Like, how much better than that does it get? It does it, people. Oh my gosh. I am flying on adrenaline, and then I have to go and like try to sleep because it's 10 p.m. here in Korea.
Yeah, it's 10:10.
Oh man.
It's like
fun. That
I cannot stop smiling because I was so excited. It's like, oh, like you guys should have seen us. Like, we were off camera and now we're finally on, but we're like,
yeah, so good. Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much. What a day for Clash Royale League Asia. That'll do it for us. Make sure you turn in tomorrow. Same time, same place. See ya, everybody.